I was just discussing starting another campaign on Friday with Sue Van Camp. So we're gonna
That'll be good.
definitely going to be putting a Anniverse collection together.
That'll be very good.
Serious funny animals. Yes, great. Come on in, folks. We see you out there. We know you're there. The chat's live. We are live.
Good
More or
morning,
less,
everybody.
yeah, according to Russ, more or less.
Some more alive than others.
I have coffee. I'm not afraid to use it.
I don't even have coffee. I have this sugary death substitute in a can.
That about describes it.
Sugary death substitute in a can.
Sugar and caffeine.
Sugary death canister.
Fantastic for your liver.
Oh, God.
It does wonders. We're going to run this first thing this morning, just in case we get salty.
The views and opinions expressed within the video content found on the Indie Comics Network are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of the Indie Comics Network or its sponsors.
Just in case.
We absolutely refuse to get into our positions. So here we go. Here's the opening. I'm gonna have to dig up the evil laugh for October.
Oh, God, yes.
You have one of those? Some kind of pre-recorded evil laugh?
I do. I have an opening for Halloween for
Nice.
October for that time of year. Bunch of horror covers. It was fun. We'll get into more of that in a couple of months, but right now we're looking at oddball Marvel books.
Oh, we have comments today right off the bat. Nice.
Cool. There we are. People in.
Oh, fantastic. People here bright and early to share the morning with us.
From the desk of a small press publisher. Joe, are you up? Hope all is well. Just going to listen in. Oh, Joe, I was going to invite you on. Love to have you on the show sometime. Especially if you're up this early on a Sunday morning. Joe, you're always welcome on. Anytime you want to come in, just let me know. Send me a note on the Facebook PM. I will send you a link. Hello, everybody. Ephraim, hope you're doing all right. I always say Ephraim. I don't know if it's Ephraim or Ephraim or just don't call you late for dinner, I guess.
Yeah.
All right.
Auditing this course.
Take the camera here and enlarge it. Well, I'm going to try to enlarge it. Everything is messed up this morning. Sorry, folks. I'm going to have to go figure out in the settings
how
to fix this again.
Also, you have become Ramdy.
Yep, Ramdy.
I'm Ramdy.
You are Ramdy.
I've been Ramdy for years.
Watch out for Ramdy.
That's what I get for typing in a hurry. We won't even talk about my misspelling the great Gene Colon.
Yes.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, and it's on the thumbnail. It is on everything. I have always mixed that name up with two O's.
It's
I'll be number one today.
The fact that we analysed his work, does that make it a colonoscopy?
Probably.
Yeah, I would have to say, yeah, that's we're going to hell.
It might as well have been. Yeah.
Do not move your camera, Ramdy. Do not move your camera, Ramdy.
I'll just put number one today.
It's perfect.
Number one?
Shoot. How do you fix that? I know there's a key.
Do you want me to do it?
To enlarge the camera to full screen?
Well, the scene, right? You wanted your whole scene to full screen?
Yeah. Is that it here?
No.
No, that's not it.
You're doing multiple things.
See, this is almost...
down.
This is almost better than anything else we could have to do.
Yeah.
This is true. This is great.
Watch the
Watch us
boomers
mess
work their
everything
way
up in
around.
3 easy steps.
Playing with StreamYard. Thank you very much. There we are. I think it's in settings, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Under camera?
Yep.
Under general.
And it should be a full screen mode in there.
Mirror, camera. Nope. High def, low def. Nope. I'm not seeing it. It's in an odd place. I found it before and they stuck it in a weird place.
Yeah, we have to basically adjust how solo layout is set up, because right now it's in like a condensed mode or something.
Add shared, no. Audio, no. Virtual background.
I was looking in the settings here, and they have something called, completely unrelated to RAMD here, is something called Touch Up Appearance. It's new.
No, that just makes it so your face looks nice.
Yeah.
So I don't have to wear makeup.
Somebody should try press. You should
Neither
try the
do
Touch
I.
Up
Here we go.
Appearance.
I
Yeah.
found it. It's under layouts. I found
Yay.
it.
There you go. Look at that. 6 minutes in and Ramdy's done it.
Yep. Ramdy Uno from the creators next door. Ramdy. Yeah, okay. Thanks, folks. Pick on me all you want. Call me Pizza, my second last name.
Is that an early version of AIM on the right-hand side?
Nope. That's a secret headquarters. We'll get into that. We'll do
Because
that.
it looks like AIM costumes.
It does. Welcome to Woodgod, folks. Few people have seen this.
Woodgod.
Marvel premiere number 31.
Woodgod.
The man
Woodgod,
group.
huh?
The man
Woodgod.
group called Woodgod. Yes.
The god got wood.
Yeah, someone had to say it.
I'm just
I was
the man
going
for
there, but
I'm the man for the job.
Glad we ran that disclaimer. You in your crazy position.
Oh, no, that's not an opinion.
we are 7 minutes in and we've already started making toilet humor jokes.
At
Fantastic.
least we haven't sworn yet. Anyway,
And we got to wait for 8 minutes for that.
Yeah, I'm
Birthday.
impressed we made it this far.
this is written by the great Bill Mantlo with art by Keith Giffen, inked by Claus Jansen. Think of that pairing.
Well, I
He's
did
moving it. He's got to do it. He's got to do it. It was working fine. It was fine, Ramdy.
The earthquake.
Earthquake and Flint, folks. Here we are. Father. As this lonely cloven hooves creatures walking through town.
Father, why did you have sex with a goat?
That was
You were like-
bad in and of itself.
You were less than 10 seconds away from 8 minutes, and then
Yep.
Yes.
Look at
I
these
was gonna
tight
say
layout,
something
folks.
else, but I wanted to be sure that we had the right timing down. So
Wow.
Charles says he's auditing this course. Yeah. Okay.
So this is what they call like a satire, right? If I'm not mistaken.
This book?
No,
That's
no,
a serious
the
character.
no, the type of creature he is.
the satyr, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. I thought you meant satire,
yeah. I can't
as
pronounce
in
it.
parody.
Yeah.
No, this book is
The
very serious.
Dionysian
A satyr. What's that?
Yeah.
Satyr.
Seder.
satyr.
Satyr?
Well, satyr's a Jewish holiday.
I thought he was a. I
That's
thought he
a
was a fawn.
That's a Seder. Yeah.
It's the Dionysian creature, whatever it's called.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
But look at these tight layouts, folks. You don't see that from Claus Jansen anymore. 4,
Oh, Glenn's
5,
got
6,
a
7, 8,
comment.
9, 11
Glenn's got a
panels on a
comment.
page.
Yeah.
Jeez, I don't come. Yeah, there we go. Exactly right, Glenn.
Glenn,
You're not here, and
we
it's sheer
miss
bedlam.
you.
I'm not sure about the art on this at all.
Yeah, I'm not sure on the outer on this one either.
No.
This is back during the I think during the time that they told Keith that he needed to draw like Jack Kirby, and then Claus Jansen came over and kind of knocked his style right into it.
This is about the time where they were selling so many comics. They just thought, let's throw anything at the wall and see if it sticks.
Well, the
You
cool
basically-
thing about the title, this Marvel premiere title, is they used it to try out a number of different ideas and characters
Right.
and stuff, as
And artists.
as we've seen, and artists.
Is the cover Kirby?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
The cover is obviously very Kirby. And probably quick, too. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, he probably knocked it out real quick. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I mean, he literally put aim villains on the cover and was like, no one will notice.
Oh, they're in here. Yeah. They're all dressed in green, though, and not yellow. It's a different branch, probably.
Yeah.
Oh no, he hurt his legs.
Only the bits at the bottom.
Yeah,
Yeah, he has a hard time walking.
I'd imagine.
And bending down to the floor by the looks of
Probably.
it as well. He's obviously done his back in
bends
somehow.
forward. Yeah.
Bipedal creatures aren't really designed to walk like that, so.
Is he fighting a goat?
He's fighting a dog, eh?
Dog.
It's a dog?
A rabid dog. Yeah.
Its right paw
Bad
has just
dog.
vanished through his
Bad
back and
Yeah.
appeared on the other side of his shoulder.
Wow.
Oh no, he killed the dog.
And then he's
I
blaming
don't-
his dad because he killed his dog.
Yeah. I don't like him at all now.
No, he killed the dog. Screw this guy.
He
Still
could have
looking
knocked
for
the dog
father.
out.
That's pretty violent for
That
Actually,
is
the
violent.
dog, I'm
Look
pretty
at
sure
that.
the dog was
Snap.
rabid at the time. He's drooling pretty hard there. I didn't think he was left with a choice.
I drool, but people don't put me down.
Well, that's different.
God, there's a lot of ads in here.
There is. 1970s Marvel. Every other page was an
Yeah.
ad. Yes.
Yep.
But again, I look at them tight layouts. Just jamming
Yeah.
panels into a page. Moving along.
We're jamming.
Jamming.
Complete with reading arrows.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Another 11 panel page here. There's 4, 6, 8 panels here. Great stuff. Look at
You
that.
don't usually see pages with that many panels anymore.
Nope.
Wow. Look at that next one.
I blame Brian Bendis for that, coming in and talking about decompressed storytelling. That and Image. Image started out.
Oh.
If this was an Image book, there'd be a great big picture of the main character there and about 3 panels of story.
I was gonna say that was like the Todd McFarlane special was to basically get 3 to 4 panels only per page and make one of them huge.
Yeah. That's why Spawn runs in circles for like the first 20 issues. Almost literally.
Yep.
Sits there and spins.
You get a lot of information on the page with a bunch of panels.
A lot of movement. Yep. And the Marvel explosion is here.
Boom.
We noticed.
It's a grab bag of Marvel madness.
There's some. There's
All
some,
on sale now. Collect
there's
them
some
all.
classic poses. Look at that Captain America pose, the Conan pose, Spider-Man pose,
Oh yeah.
the Thor pose.
Yep.
Yeah. That Daredevil one looks a bit Gil Kane.
Yeah. That's the one that they used in the corner box for a long time. And same
Wow.
thing with the Cap pose and the Spider-Man pose.
Oh,
And
we
floating
got a-
heads.
We got a good comment down there.
Captain Kirk down in the lower left.
Yep.
Was that Captain Kirk or just a dude that looks like
70s Marvels had more pages of content than some modern comics, and they had page numbers. LMAO. Yes. There was usually a lot more content in general. Well,
Why
that's
is
'cause they have so much story to show here.
Why is Captain Kirk in this?
That's the head scientist.
Oh.
That's his father regretting that he had sex with a goat.
Ah.
Jesus Christ.
It
That's
had nothing to do with it.
that's when you need the hecklefish right there. You silly stupid bastard.
Maybe that's the show we should do is MST3K on classic comics.
Probably. I don't know. I'm just showing this off because when I was a kid, I thought this was cool stuff.
Well, no, it is cool. I mean, it's 70s Marvel. I have
There's
a soft spot in my heart for all of 70s Marvel.
Little floating machines there with the AIM dudes, only they're not quite dressed the same.
I think the this is bonkers,
Yeah.
and that's what Marvel did really well back then.
Yes,
Just
they did.
straight
They were-
up bonkers,
They were throwing a lot of stuff at the wall to see what stuck.
bonkers.
Those little double-seated scooter things are just.
Yeah.
I don't have words.
Yeah,
They were desperate for for a saleable book at this point. Their financial situation was very perilous.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
they-
pre-Star Wars.
It didn't. It didn't change until Thomas convinced them to let them do Star Wars.
You want to seriously be in the front seat of one of those things.
Probably.
The back seat's rubbish.
Yeah,
That's not a comfortable sitting position. And
Like
it
a
looks
bicycle built for two.
Yeah, and it looks like you're the guy that does the navigation,
Daisy.
which
Yeah.
is really boring.
Go ahead.
And a Racktham here.
Rackatham. Rackathaminoff.
Yeah. Boom. Bill Mantlo, folks, writer on this.
I love the classic.
Sorry, what did you say? Barry Manilow.
Bill
Barry
Mantlo.
Is that
Barry.
the first celebrity writer they brought in?
I was gonna say.
Oh no, that was Roy Thomas.
This month we've got on
Barry Manilow.
Woodgod, Barry Manilow.
I think the first celebrity writer they let do Marvel comic was Harlan Ellison. Came in and wrote a Hulk for a couple issues.
Yep.
So I thought he was taken out by a couple of rocks before. How can he like?
There's more than one.
There's more than one of these guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
not
I
of,
get it.
Not of Woodgod, but of the
He's Woodgod, man. He can
little
do
helicopter
anything.
things.
No, I
He
meant
can-
like wasn't Woodgod taken out earlier by like a
he's-
couple of rocks?
He's got a god in his name. He can do anything.
I think he's pretty indestructible.
So how was he taken out by rock?
I think he threw it. He threw the rock at the.
Oh
Through the
God!
river.
He
jet and
committed
it
a
crashed.
federal offense when he threw that mailbox at them.
Yeah.
Uh,
Was that a
yeah.
mailbox? Mailbox. Yeah. Yeah, he
So
did.
earlier,
Yeah.
remember the bandages in the comic, right? Like when he had the bandages on his head.
Oh, that's when he was fighting the dog.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
all a flashback to that scene.
Yeah, keep up, whiskey.
I don't know.
I'm so lost.
No, not really.
There's nothing going on there that I
He's looking
understand.
for father, though. That's what.
Whiskey
What?
needs more caffeine.
I-
That's clearly what the
More
issue is.
caffeine.
We clearly need round cornered boxes if we're going to have flashbacks.
Oh, that's true. That's probably not a flashback then. He's
I don't
being
know what's
shot
going
at, though.
This book needs pictures.
Look at that.
Now that you see that angle there
Mhm.
and the back coming up, that looks a little Kirby-ish.
That does look Kirby-ish.
I wonder if Kirby sketched it out for him. Then he went away and did it.
No, that the old urban legend perhaps is that John Romita was at the offices giving out assignments, and he told Keith that he needed to draw like try to draw like Jack
Right.
Kirby. So the first few assignments that Giffen did, he did fill in stuff and stuff like Woodgod and that whatever he can get his hands on. And he goes into the office later, and Romita pulls him aside and tells him he's a great artist, but he draws too much like Kirby.
Yeah, I can see that.
Look at the panel where at the left page, in the bottom right, where it's on fire.
A lot of this is Jansen coming in over the pencils too.
Oh yeah, that's you can see Jensen's ink.
That's
for
really
the
yeah,
finishes.
really
Not
powerful.
a big fan, I have to say.
Not a big fan.
No.
So look at the panel, the bottom or left page, the right panel, right there where it's on fire, and the little dude is popped out of his seat, I guess, and he's now on top of the machine.
Yeah,
Wonder how that happened.
straddled over. Happened in the accident. Well, he's out here. Yeah, there's
Well,
another guy
because-
back behind it.
Because it's bad panel layout. Okay.
Yeah.
So on the left-hand side, he's pulled him down and then he's thrown him and it goes scratch ram, balloon, or whatever.
Crashes.
And then it goes down to the bottom panel.
Mhm.
Now, normally, a vertical panel like that going to the right and then down again to the bottom right isn't too. You can do that. You can pull that off. Okay. But because of the way that he's overlapped everything, it doesn't quite work.
No,
Yeah.
because it's pulling that the whole thing. Well, I mean, it starts with the guy ripping the guy down, then you get the explosion and all that. But the way I would have laid it out differently, where the guy moved more to the left coming out, because I don't think it reads well.
This would have been a 2-issue story if it was done at Image, at least, if not a 4-issue
I
miniseries.
was thinking it's a 4-issue mini.
Just pulling that that double cycle or whatever it is down alone, that would have been a double page spread.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Patoom. Patoom. being shot at. So he takes a nearby telephone pole and just whips the crap out of him.
It's a line drive to deep center field.
Exactly.
In all fairness, though, I think somewhere in between the two, because it is quite crowded.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would think to break it up a little bit.
Well, he's drawing the Keith Giffen at this point is drawing incredibly tight.
Yeah.
Only it looks a lot like Kirby. Only you can't see that here because of Jansen's inks.
Yeah, Jansen's finishes over this whole thing. Basically, you see more Jansen than you do Giffen.
Yep.
Yeah. Not a good thing.
But there is a Captain America Hostess Twinkie.
Oh, is Hostess Cupcake one?
Yeah.
It's Hostess Twinkies.
That. Look at that.
Mm.
So who do you reckon drew that? Quick Remitter?
Sal.
Sal? You reckon Sal Buscema?
Yep.
I can see Sal Buscema.
But
Right
who
there, you can see
inked it though?
I don't know.
Sal didn't ink that.
I would lean on Al Milgram
Right.
at this point, maybe with that Giacoya. If
See
he
that
was
too.
still inking at that time.
Is that the Cosmic
It's
Cube he's got
Definitely
there?
Sal, though. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a Cosmic Cube, and he's making Twinkies.
He's got the
That's
Cosmic
right.
Cube and a Twinkie.
He's making Twinkies.
I
That's
actually
what-
don't think that is the Cosmic Cube. I think that's tofu.
Like a cube of
Yeah, it's a
tofu.
cube of tofu. Yeah, definitely.
Tofu.
The cosmic tofu.
Can you say that again in English? How it's supposed to be said?
Tofu. Tofu.
Tofu.
Tofu.
Says,
Tofu.
Thank you, Russ. Thank you so
That's
much.
okay.
looks
What are
like
you
he shrunk
doing,
him down there for a minute.
Randy? Have you
I got
your
a magnifying glass. I'm trying to read it. Yeah.
I can make some comments, but I think it's too early for that.
Looks like he shrunk him down here for a second.
Russ, can you say tofu turkey? Same way.
Tofu turkey.
It's brilliant. Thank you.
Bloody
Russ,
holiday.
Russ is like secretly thinking, "Whiskey, go fuck yourself."
Of course he is.
Don't forget, folks, the Marvel explosion is coming.
It is.
Just
22 minutes, and I can swear.
Again? Oh.
inner monologue, and it's
This
just
was
like
76.
colonialists.
76.
Oh, God. Their own fault for pouring the tea in the harbour and bloody
We have to end the story, so let's end it
Canadians.
with 12
Ugh.
panels. There we are.
Damn.
Torontonians.
Yeah, in all fairness, though, he did 12 panels after doing a half-page panel on the left-hand side.
Yeah. Expertly done.
There's some wacky anatomy in there. He's sure it's not AIM, because the further through the book we got, the more like AIM costumes.
Yeah, not only that, but they changed
Yeah,
color.
the color change
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were yellow, and just so they got to the end of the
They started
colours,
as
went,
white
this,
with a different design. Yeah.
this is definitely AIM. I'm just colouring it yellow. Damn it.
Must be AIM.
Maybe they got these.
Carlos. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining us, Michael. Hope you're there and enjoying this. Hello, everyone reading or heading to the living room to eat breakfast and watch the show on the 60-inch screen. There you are. That way
God
you can
help
see
us,
it.
we're on 60 inches.
Let me fix my
Every single pore,
let me fix my Facebook to public here because I never do that either. I had such a rough time with the
Maybe I
camera
should've
setting.
done my makeup.
You still can edit.
So maybe the colorist, he was given these pages first, before the letter.
I don't know. I'm
I don't know.
just thinking nobody really cared.
Let's see who's the colorist. This was really they had a bunch of stuff they were trying out. Yeah, A. Goldberg, Karen Mantlo. That was the letters. So Mantlo's wife, I would imagine, the colorist was A. Goldberg. Whoever that was, probably didn't want to take responsibility for the for the work. Could be an assumed name. Alan Smithy. Alan Smithy is the colorist.
There.
Oh no.
Pedro in the house this morning. Hope you're doing well, Pedro.
What?
Hey, how you doing, guys?
We're here laughing at Woodgod.
Pedro.
He needs coffee more than I do.
Yeah, this is an ungodly hour.
Especially Sunday morning.
What ungodly hour is it?
No, the thing is, like, I work until 3 a.m. yesterday, so it's like 8 a.m. So
Oh, okay.
it was self-inflicted.
So I didn't realize you were in the central time zone.
Yeah. I mean,
Carlos.
Panama lines up with the U.S. Central Time part of the year. Then you go into that daytime savings, and then we go Eastern, which makes no sense to me.
Yeah, we're falling back here in a few months.
Or
Or a few weeks, I should say. Spring ahead, fall back. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
We're,
prefer fall back.
So
Efren,
silly.
thank you, coach.
That's a nice orange panel.
Cosmic Cube and Twinkies, the ultimate power. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Glenn says AIM made their first appearance in the mid 60s. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I love the AIM bucket helmet.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Nice
supposed to be a
12-page
hazmat.
panel.
Yeah.
Nice 12-page panel giving me ideas for a fight scene for another issue of Primetime Saturday Night. There we are.
This is most assuredly AIM.
Yep.
All
There's
right.
a lot of
Here it
close-ups
is
on that
now.
page.
The end. As
Obviously.
he walks off, never to be seen again. I don't think they ever used this character again.
What's this?
I could be wrong though, because this is Woodgod,
Woodgod.
Woodgod.
Okay.
He's got wood.
the man brute called Woodgod.
I like Goat Boy better.
From August, Goat Boy. Yeah, they
Yeah.
probably couldn't. Yeah,
Goat
August
boy.
of 1976, folks.
The abominable Goat
August
Boy.
1976. That's the
Yep.
year. That's the year and month I was born.
There you are.
I was 2 years old and eating bananas.
Now in October, the following issue,
Hmm.
they had something completely different.
Hmm.
Try to be kind to this because as a kid, I absolutely loved this book. This is
Oh,
Monark
no.
StarStalker,
Awesome.
cyberspace cowboy.
Yeah.
Cyberspace cow.
Cyberspace Cowboy.
I like the hawk.
Yeah, I do too.
With his
I like the
underwear.
cover.
I like
He
the
has-
fact that they wear the underwear on top of the pants in the future.
Yeah, the costume's a little hanky, but
Yeah.
or hinky, I should say.
That's some long legs as
But
well.
The
Yeah,
bird is
also.
awesome. Yeah,
He's a leggy fella.
I'm not sure who did that. It could be. What's that? Is
Is
that
it
a
signed?
signature there down here? No, just some dots.
Those are spots.
Spots. You never know with some of these signatures anymore.
She wasn't.
I'm not.
She
I'm
wasn't
not
allowed.
sure who did the cover.
She wasn't allowed to grab him any further up the leg because that
No.
would be too sexy.
Mhm.
So it had to be
Yeah.
at his ankle.
When did that whole like women on the ground hanging out, splayed out thing
Oh,
start?
that's a blaxploitation thing. Like it started with Shaft, and then James Bond copied it, and then it was a thing of the '60s. It's just like
Shaft.
women should be holding on men's legs.
I was going to say Frazetta.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean it's quite it's a bit of a trope in
A lot of
fantasy
barbarian
art,
comics,
isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
a lot of fans-
damn it, I'm putting some in.
yeah. Dude, I'm
As well,
taking
you
notes.
should.
As
Yeah.
well I
Taking
should.
notes.
That's why I made sure to emphasize that spanking scene in the book,
Mhm.
Yes, spanking. Go have a bit of
Yeah.
spanking.
where what's his face pats
Oh,
the
we
girl on
taps
her
her
ass.
on the
She
bum.
walks-
Yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
It wasn't a
Figured
lot of room to get that in, but
Yeah.
there's a good.
Well, that's
there's a good
all
bottom
up to
in it.
you. I was envisioning a lot of jiggle there.
Yeah. I mean, but with this cover, like, don't you hear like a guitar with a wah pedal, like,
Yeah.
bang, bang,
I don't
Yeah,
get that
absolutely.
impression of
This
this
is
at all.
like it's
Yeah.
T.J. Hooker in space.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially with the fur collar here. I think
Yeah,
it's just a
exactly.
great
That guy's
touch.
a pimp.
Yeah.
This
In my
guy's
defense,
full on.
Pedro, I hear that music all the time. It's like
Yeah.
my daily
Me
soundtrack.
too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. It's mine. I want to be
It's all-
chef so
all
bad.
from
I-
your dad's video collection.
Mhm.
I used to play in a funk band.
Wait,
Awesome.
yeah, cool.
Yeah. I'm a funk
This
guy.
is savage science fantasy, folks.
Yeah.
Science
Only
fantasy.
kind of
Oh,
science
it's merging the story types. I like that. Merging the genres. Savage science fantasy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's the only way to describe it once you get it. Not just that, but this is one of the first books that Howard Chaykin did,
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
done by the great
nice.
Chaykin in
is
an
this
incredibly
before or
raw
after
style.
Killraven?
The what?
Is this before or after Killraven?
I think it was just towards the end.
Because
of
I would
Killraven.
say that description of savage science fiction
Fantasy.
or science fantasy would be
Yeah,
appropriate
please.
for Killraven as
Yeah,
well.
it would.
Mm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Actually, he's a cyberspace cowboy
Mm. So he's in the internet in
with
the
a
70s?
mechanical bird.
When they say
Oh yeah,
when they say cyberspace, what they don't really mean the internet, do they?
Yeah.
They mean
No,
something
remember the old fad in science fiction, the cyberpunk days? This is
Mhm.
this
yeah,
is
so
right
that's-
during that.
So
They
it's
just-
that reference
Yeah.
rather than
They're
They
picking up on the
explain
word.
they explain his origin in here, but it's pretty much a straightforward lone cowboy looking for money comes into town that
Yeah.
has a problem and kicks the ass of the bad guy.
So that
All,
wasn't
all while telling his origin.
I mean, he didn't got bitten by a cyber gibbon or something.
No,
Yeah.
he was they explain in here he was a big time space pilot whose nervous system was attached to his ship. Gets into a big accident, and they decide to preserve him and his nervous system, and they attach it to the mechanical bird.
Oh, I see.
So everything the bird sees, he sees. Everything the bird feels, he feels.
Mm.
You know, based on the cover of this, I wasn't expecting.
Yeah,
The-
I actually
what
like
we
the
have.
interiors better. Yeah, I'm liking the interiors better. On the
Art
cover.
and story by Howard Chaykin, editing by Archie Goodwin.
Nice. Calligraphy, not even lettering. Calligraphy by Annette Kiwicki, and Jim Novak.
Yeah.
Nice.
Glennis Wayne, colors. Glenn Wayne's
Glennis.
wife.
Yeah, nobody's called Glennis anymore.
I wonder if that's an improvement.
This is Chaykin at his rawest, as he's just exploring the style that I think right after this he did the New Hope adaptation.
Mm-hmm.
They're
But I like his like heavy use of blacks here.
Yeah.
I do enjoy it. Like it's very like heavy silhouetted storytelling.
Yeah,
Which I'm quite enjoying though. It's awesome.
I really like the character, the whole idea behind it. I'd have done, I'd have written stories for that for Marvel if they'd have let me.
Cool.
Though I took a proposal up to one of the editors when I was at San Diego Con, and the editor looked at the proposal and then looked at me and said, "Do we really own this character?"
Yeah. Okay.
And I said, "I'm
Sounds
done.
legit.
I haven't,
Did
I haven't
somebody
pitched-
green like this?
Yeah. Do we actually own this character? What? Okay. Every other page, set of ads. Great stuff. A lot of this, you can see a lot of Dominic Fortune in this. A lot of. He did another book that Star Reach printed that was more adult oriented that had to do with a space cowboy called Cody Starbuck.
I like that name better.
Just before Battlestar came out.
Is this this is kind of got this is reminiscent of the Simonson stuff?
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the guy who was the assassin and
Yeah, Manhunter.
yeah, and then he went on to do Star Slammers, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's reminiscent of that stuff.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Look at the left page bottom panel. Right there, the woman with the broken bottle threatening the character there.
Yeah.
She looks an awful lot like the woman from the Waterboy movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember the one that got the
crazy
like
one.
The adult. Yeah.
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 She's like on the window, tapping on the window, and she's like, "Want me to kill them all?"
Yeah, I don't like her facial expression though.
Is that Feruza Balk?
I think
Yeah.
it's something like
Yeah.
Veruca Salt?
Feruza Balk.
Yeah. Baruch Assault is the band.
I know.
Balk,
Yeah.
I believe.
and the character from Willy Wonka.
She was in The Craft.
Yeah,
Clarissa was, and she was also Dorothy in Return to Oz. Played Dorothy in the Disney Oz movie.
You know, like Fairuza Balk was one of my nightmares.
Really?
Yeah, like once I dreamt she was having my baby. It's like, no!
Whoa.
No!
Whoa.
No!
Whoa.
No!
Oh, don't go there.
Nice
So not-
10-panel page. Joe says, yeah.
Not having my baby at all,
Yeah.
but I had a dream once about Kevin Bacon from Footloose. He kidnapped me and threw me in a back to tank thing,
Oh,
like
man.
laughing on the outside.
Oh,
And he forced you to dance?
No, that was in a tank.
I was going to ask, did he make you kick off your Sunday shoes?
Yeah.
Maybe before I got in the tank.
I think Kevin Bacon was forcing him to have his baby.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus! I don't know. It's stuck in a tank.
Half a page origin explanation there before we get on to the Western action.
For the record, I don't know if I was a dog. Maybe she's a wonderful lady. It's just like what she portrays in the movies really scares me. That's all.
I think that's reasonable.
Yeah. Oh, look at that horse, man.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, risky angle and really well executed, man.
He's going all over here.
Mm-hmm.
Silence brought to you by the Indie Comics Network.
Yeah.
As we stare at this art, this great Jacob artwork.
Yeah, that's a testament of how good the art is. We're like,
yeah,
it's bonkers.
And if Howard was on, he'd be using the S word a lot. This book is shit.
Yeah, that's any good artist.
Crap ass, amateurish looking crap. Yeah.
As soon as you finish it, you hate it.
She's got a bit of Gamora going on there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Gamora. Yeah. Yep. It's a little tighter than New Hope adaptation.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you.
Yeah, the paneling seems a bit restrictive.
Mm-hmm.
You know, kind of like clashes with the storytelling. But I mean, it's just like you have 10 pages to tell the story. So, right? So maybe that's why it's so. Like I would have made other decisions
during this time, just like with the Woodgod that we were looking at. Everything was told tighter. The story moved and was
faster.
A lot heavier. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but there's
while at the same time, we're still in the era here of Don McGregor, and we looked at him on Friday with one of the books of the Spider, and it's just dialogue all over the page.
No, but I mean more on the fact that some panels, like the layout, deserves more space. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But
like that
it's
panel
just like,
right there.
Yeah, it's just restrictive.
That's a hot panel.
You have 10 pages, baby.
Yep.
Move it.
More like 17 here.
17.
Woodgod.
I'm here.
Woodgod.
I listen once I hear the wake word.
Pardon?
What was that?
What was that?
That was my Echo Dot.
Oh,
All right.
What's an echo dot?
It would
like
give
Alexis.
you wood.
Oh, right.
That's
Okay.
exactly what it is, but I didn't want to say that name because it can trigger it. So
All right. All right. I won't have one in the house.
Likewise, I'm on the same boat.
if you have cable, you already have one in the
I don't have cable.
Yeah, okay.
if you have a smartphone, you already have a listening device in your home.
Oh, yeah, I know.
And
I
a
know. I just
tracking
turn
device.
I turn it off quite a lot.
Okay, let's see how that works here. I want free pizza. Give me coupons for free pizza.
Ooh.
I know you have to do something obscure if you want to test the system. You have to say like, I really want to eat dog food, especially that chum stuff. And I need to look up like places to put my dog when I'm on holiday, kennels and stuff like that. And then before you know it, a day later, you got adverts on Facebook saying, "Do you need somewhere to take your dog on holiday?"
Oh yeah.
Oh, you really want to test it? Tell your system, Maria, dame unas tortillas. See how far that gets you.
I couldn't even begin to pronounce that.
Yeah.
I'll take 2.
I'll take 2.
A lonely man in the lonely wild.
Ah, dude, look at that. See what I mean? Like this is like cinematic.
Yeah.
And the eagle or it's a hawk or an eagle? Like
it's a mechanical bird. Yeah.
Yeah, the mechanical bird over the moon. Like,
I saw someone earlier asking a question saying, "I really want to make my panel work cinematic. Where do I go to study reference on that?" And somebody popped up and said, "Well, just watch films," which is fair enough.
Yeah,
but at the same time, because he said, "I don't want it to be too superhero-y," and it's like, what have you been reading? Just go and read comic books. There's just like it's everywhere. I mean, if you read a crappy pamphlet, you're not going to see it. But I just put up a couple of pages from How to Draw the Marvel Way, and just said,
Joe asked, wasn't Woodgod the prototype?
Ago.
Yeah. Wasn't Woodgod the prototype of the character in the Inhumans? No, Gorgon came way before this. Way before Woodgod.
There's a book by Stephen D. Katz, spelled Katz, called Film Directing Shot by Shot. That might help you because it's just like doing storyboards for a film. So if you want to make it like fully cinematic, maybe read that book and combine it with your comics book knowledge, and then you can get like the cinematic look you're looking for. Because that book is like a must-have for any storyboard artist ever. Yeah. And
Wally Wood's was it 20 panels that always
work? That was
10 panels.
That was put in as well. Yeah.
Like yeah.
But there's so many different options on panels.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. The thing with cinematic and storyboards is that you're restricted by the 16:9 or 2:35 like film frame.
Yeah.
So in comic books, you're freer. So I would say read books on storyboarding, read books on comic book making, pick up what you like. Because it's a matter of like your taste and your subjective decisions are what will make the comics unique. So just flood yourself with information and pick up the things you find exciting.
What jumped out at me was the way that he phrased the question. Like, I've been reading all these superhero comics and I wanted something that was really cinematic. And it's like you're not looking. You're obviously you're reading the wrong books.
Yeah.
Okay. Secondly, you're not looking. Like all the cinematography, all the drama that you need, it's all there. Go and get the right books. Go and get the right books. It's just because you've been looking at some recent superhero book. That's probably not the place to go and get the best art from. So,
that's very, very true. But there's a point where you really have to get away from that kind of reference and follow your own passions. Go out and look at great old movies. Read those shot by shot books.
I 100% agree, but it was the framing of the question. It was the framing of the question. It's like, well, there's nothing out there that can possibly give me, any kind of inkling because it's all superhero stuff. And it's like
the frustration from Russ there is just palpable. Just tell him to get stuffed, and you're done.
Yes. Pick up Eisner's textbooks.
Oh yeah, dude.
Sequential art, graphic storytelling, that kind of stuff, and don't just read it once and put it on the shelf. Read it, let it sit for 3 or 4 months, and then go back to it again.
I think
because you're going to pull so much more out of that.
I think the thing that frustrates me is the conflagration between films and comic books. Okay? Yeah, because sequential art is not the same.
No,
as a movie. It is not the same as storyboarding. I've done both. I know it isn't the same. Okay. The main reason is exactly what you just said there, Pedro, is that it's not in the same format all the way through. You can change every panel. So it's never going to be like a movie. No. It's okay to go there and get inspiration from shots and the things, but sequential art is a whole different animal.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, if that's what he likes, she can attempt to tell a story with that restriction. You know what I mean? And he can be very successful. And that's the thing. Like, if you're passionate about it, it's going to show on the panel, and people are going to notice it.
I'm not going to tell people what they can and can't do.
Yeah.
All I'm going to say is that it's frustrating that people can't see that it's already there.
Yeah. I know.
I'm reasonably certain, Pedro, that they're not going to watch this show, that individual. So I think we're okay. We don't need to hold their hand.
That's a Rumble anyway.
Oops, sorry, I swore.
Rumble.
No, I'm kind of with Russ.
I mean, and if you want to see like a great translation from page to screen, look for the pencil test Brad Bird did on The Spirit. It's like a rejected movie that it never got done, but he did some pencil tests. Dude, it's amazing classical animation. And doing Will Eisner's character, The Spirit.
Yeah.
It's like 3 minutes, dude, but you're going to be floored.
One of those films that should have been made.
Yeah.
How would you guys rate the use of the lettering on the top of the right page there? The roar of the
roar?
Yeah.
Way too invasive.
Invasive, you don't like it?
It's classic Marvel from that day.
Yeah, it is.
Very classic to the day. It wouldn't be done like that today, though.
Yeah.
No.
You know what it spells for me? Cowardice. Like, this is a very weak panel. It's only snow falling, so we need something to pop. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I would have put a little bit more work on the avalanche itself, more so than the lettering.
Do you know, I'm mixed on this because purely from the medium's perspective, I think sound effects in the right place on the right book are actually, they're kind of embedded in the medium.
Yeah.
You know, so like it's all having the sound effect in the panel is almost part of the art.
Yeah.
And I really love both types of sequential art. I love it when it's silent. Like, so for instance, I'm doing a book now. It's silent. There are no sound effects anywhere. Okay, and you're right. It's like, you know, make the art do the work there. But also, it's nice. You know, it's sort of like a sort of a
nostalgia.
Yeah, it's cheesy. Do you know what I mean? There's something really, you know, and reading some of those old 70s and 80s
campy
Marvel books, and it's like campy. Like, I mean, in my last book, in Only Death, I put lots of sound effects that were there to sort of add to the art in a campy kind of 70s, 80s Bronze Age way. So I agree with you that on that particular panel, that's just not doing the job. But in some ways, I actually like to see text and stuff over it. It's almost like having. But
check out the last three panels on the same page.
Yeah,
there the lettering is as invasive, but it looks like part of the art. So just make it seamless. You know what I mean? Like, given the reason to be there. Here, this roar, it's more like a band-aid. Like, dude, this is a weak panel. You know
this is also out of the way here.
Yeah,
the roar
exactly.
is right. If I was lettering this, it would have been down here.
Yeah, exactly.
Where is right through
coming
there?
from?
Yeah.
Or even behind part of the thing.
Yeah.
Like, you
don't it wouldn't be nearly as big.
The rumble on the left-hand page.
Yeah,
Glenn's picking
and
that
that's
out.
the thing, like where the sound is coming from, I would have grabbed that lettering and make it part of an expansive wave going up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that should have been about half of the size.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, height and a lot more jumbled up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like make it like camera shaking.
Yeah,
effect.
Mm-hmm. That rumble page is shaking, being lazy, filling an eighth of the page with a sound effect is cheating.
Yeah,
I would have put the roar behind the cloud of whatever.
Yeah, incorporated in the art.
Shaken got paid.
Yeah, he got paid.
Yeah.
Well, also remember this is very early. Shaken by himself. I mean, he was a crusty bunker worked in continuity for a long time and apprenticed with a few folks. But this is him out in front. So he's trying to be,
more than likely he hates it too. You know what I mean?
Well, looking back on it, he does. This isn't his favorite work here. Probably one of his least favorite.
Mm-hmm.
That and the New Hope adaptation that he said he kicked out on a really hard deadline.
And that's the thing, man. Like, it's moments in time. Like, I hate when critics say, like,
exactly
the animation is passable. Like, you try to do it, MFR. I mean, like, it's always a matter of time, how many people you have available for the project and budget.
Yep.
So to call animation like that, like, oh, this is manure or whatever. It's just like, dude, like it's a very disrespectful for, even if it looks like ass, it's really hard to make. You know what I mean? So I always see like, oh, these guys didn't have the time or the budget, or they did it on the shoestring. You know, it's just not. I mean, I don't want to say like, the world's not fair. I'm not gonna be like bleeding here for artists, but it's just like make me lose respect for critics when they talk that way.
Yeah. 2 more pages of ads, I believe, are coming up.
Yeah, that's how they make their money. See, money.
Free baseball cards.
Right.
The same time as the 2001 book. We looked at that at a Comics by Night quite a few months ago.
Dude, that action panel, that WAP, awesome, dude. I'm feeling that punch.
It's punchy.
And it's very shapy. Like the shape language is very like blocky and using like not the cast shadow, but the shadows on the body to define the shapes. Very effective.
I'm sure Chaykin put that in, not the letterer. I'm sure that was done by him.
Yep.
A little sliver for a reaction shot. Just fun. Anyway, he's done. He leaves.
Yeah.
Takes off. See ya.
See ya.
Done. Out of here. Straddles off to be abused later in the current Marvel universe as a little teeny bopper anime looking character. With a cartoony bird. Just what a mess. That's Monarch StarStalker Marvel premiere.
Wow.
Number 32, October 1976.
I mean, they could have called him Long Legs Jenkins too.
Jenkins.
Yeah.
Well, if you ever get a chance, if you're ever out there scouring through your old the retailer's old dusty boxes, and you come across the Star Reach publication of Cody Starbuck, definitely pick it up because it is enlightening, to say the least. This is high art compared to that work. It's a lot more rustic, a lot more stylistic, and a lot more adult. So it's got all of the great elements of an underground comic. Now, Shogun Warriors or Marvel Classic Comics?
Shogun Warriors.
Shogun Warriors.
Shogun Warriors it is. Here we are.
Love Shogun Warriors.
Oh, dude.
Issue.
Yeah.
Look at that.
First
I
issue.
had
Oh,
this.
Invincible Guardians of World Freedom.
That's right up my alley, man. That's the book I'm working on right now.
Back when you did your logos
like
by
that.
hand. Get a ruler.
Get a ruler.
Get a ruler and quit whining.
That first issue collector's item is some really dire typography.
Yes.
When did this came out?
Back when it was still 35 cents.
78.
So still only 35 cents.
35 cents. We're talking 78.
This is
So
yep, 78.
Pop quiz.
Dead on.
Sorry about that.
Published monthly. Marvel Entertainment Group. I'm looking for an exact date. Volume 1, number 1, February 1979. Dated, but copywritten in 78.
Yeah, because how influenced could this be from like the giant mecha craze of Japan?
Well, these are 3 giant robots that they
exactly.
licensed and turned into the Shogun Warriors in order to hope to make a movie or whatever.
That is Guy Raidin. That's the name of that robot.
Yeah.
I've seen the anime. It's very funny.
Bloody love this.
Dan Green doing the inks.
Yeah, dude.
Who's penciling this? Herb
Tremp.
They say Raidin. There you go.
Trimpe. Trempy. I just pronounced it Trempy, but it's probably wrong.
There's some clean inks on Tremp's work.
That's Dan Green. Yeah.
No.
Very nice.
The one Dan, I believe it was Dan Green that I remember real well is the work he did on Beyond the Farthest Star that ran in the back of Weird Worlds for a little while. It was Edgar Rice Burroughs story.
Oh,
It was
nice.
pretty crazy stuff.
I love the arthritic Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Spider-Man,
I'm left
he
on that.
can't,
Yeah, the
he can't
Spider-Man
move
that
his
you,
joints.
It's the amazing energized Spider-Man.
yeah.
Totally
By the way.
arthritic.
He had a
Oh,
hole
God.
in his head you could look through. I remember that toy.
Damn, my knees hurt.
Yeah.
I seriously wanted one of those. I really wanted one of those.
Yeah.
Can we just talk about the fact that this giant monster has nipple armor?
Yep.
Okay, and then roller skate shoes, I guess.
Okay, dude.
I like
you
the
gotta
fact
see,
that
like,
he's got his midriff showing. That's very
Yeah,
sexy.
dude,
Yeah.
this is all like super mecha designs, dude. Those guys went all out on the designs of the robots. So it makes perfect sense that they have 3 nipples that turn into missiles.
This is classic. This is classic layout as well. Just big flat panels.
Yeah.
With action.
Lots of boom. Yeah.
Boom, baby.
Fantastic.
Little flying bird missile.
Yeah.
Vush.
Shooting out.
Vush.
Shoom, vush, skact. Nice.
Scree, boom. Love it.
Dude,
Oh, the Micronauts.
Ad for the great Micronauts.
Love
Oh,
Micronauts.
the Micronauts.
Dude, I should
take a look at that
I
sometime
had
soon.
a lot of the Micronauts when I was a kid. It was
Yeah.
because over here it was actually a really cheap toy.
Oh, it was
So
that cheap over here too.
Yeah, my mum and dad could afford it for me, and I loved it. I had Baron Kazar.
Yeah.
Kazar, whatever, and the white version of him.
Dude, it's a yo-yo foot.
That was his snow armor.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. It was a white version of him. Honest.
Yeah, I believe it.
In the comics, they had the whole thing. So it was almost like Star Wars Micronauts. It was brilliant.
Yeah.
Really loved it.
I don't know, like the silver heads kind of freaked me out with the Micronauts, but they were really cool though.
Yeah.
I loved Cybertron.
They had great packaging, black cards that were just stood out in a store like.
But also the little figures, the little 3-inch figures, they were fully
articulated.
Yeah.
So compared to like the Star Wars figures at the time,
the Kenner toys.
They were far superior as a toy.
God, yeah.
They were more fragile, though.
Yeah. If you did that kind of thing with them.
Yeah, exactly. And why would you get a toy if not to do that kind of thing?
Perspective and camera angles. Apply what you learn. And worry. Yeah. Without worrying about genre. Yep.
Yeah.
Joe, dead on.
That
Rumble page. Yep. Already covered that. Yes. Cool. Shogun Warriors.
Yeah, dude.
Awesome.
Because I've never had these growing up, so I had to look them up. And as somebody who makes figures and stuff, I'm just like, I'm kind of glad I was born after this era.
Yeah.
I don't know, but a lot of great stuff.
Yeah, I have to defend this era because if that didn't happen, you wouldn't have what you have now.
That's true.
No.
Oh, yeah.
I love the fact that this is like a mega giant robot, and he
has a yo-yo foot,
and he's like leaning back on his shoulders and kicking the guy in the face while he's upside down.
Yeah.
On that bottom left panel, it's like these guys are the size of skyscrapers, and he's just woofing his legs up.
Dude. I mean, if you see like the anime series for this kind of product, like they didn't believe in physics at all. Which is like, what looks cool? Let's do it.
Yeah.
We're running out of coke.
It was guys in suits anyway, so they were all acrobatic and bouncing around.
Yeah.
It's
great
fun
stuff. Great
it's
Godzilla
fun.
stuff. And Herb went on to do that almost the whole run of Godzilla, I think, if not all of it.
Sweet.
Those Godzilla books, there's a lot of charm in those.
Something the Japanese know how to do is have fun.
Yeah. It's really funny that they chose Raiden. Maybe it has to do with the negotiation because Raiden was not like it was like kind of an obscure mecha. You know what I mean? Like the bigger ones were like Getter Robo, Messenger Z. you call it transfer seat in the U.S.
Yeah.
Those are the big ones.
I remember as a kid, they were selling huge plastic toy renditions of all of these characters. Just great, 24-inch tall giant robots. There's a lot of Herobot Zero here.
I'm about to say isn't that yours?
Yeah,
24-inch tall giant robots.
that's it, exactly.
Oh, look like a man. Like
Behold the Marvel Galaxy of Superstars.
The man called Nova.
Shang-Chi.
The purple shorted.
What a great idea for a cat. I love that book when it was first
Nova.
out. I read every one that come out. Was so sorry to see. And then until Infantino got on it, I thought it was really just great stuff. Diamond Head and the Sphinx and all sorts.
Yeah, dude, it was a space cop, dude.
Great villains. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
Well, the spaceship comes down, gives him all this equipment, then he has to figure out how to use it.
Yeah.
That was part of the fun. Gets doused, he gets shoved into a pool of water, and he has a face plate come down and go, I can breathe underwater.
Yeah.
That's new.
Great Caesar's ghost.
That's great stuff. Look at that Ankh. There we are.
Dude.
What a monster.
Yeah.
That's a moustache in it.
Yeah.
God.
Oh, that's the thing. Like that Ankh.
It is.
In the original story, it's like they found
John Celestri right there.
Yeah. Oh, look at that, dude. When you're famous, you're famous.
There you are. Yep.
Yeah. Like they found Raydeen in a pyramid. Like he was buried like millions of years before, and they found it. There's not like a new robot, so that was different. That's why they put in that Ankh there.
Thought it was cool.
Keep you up, Whiskey.
Or are we
Trying.
bored?
No, I'm just tired.
It's like a menacing robot on skates. It's just
That's right.
Yeah.
It's not that the book is boring. I'm just exhausted.
It's just the rest of you are.
I get it, Whiskey. Yeah. It's not that the book's boring. You are
really
boring.
That really bad Thor act.
Yep.
I could never work out if that was really Thor.
No,
Because I looked at him.
It's like pseudo Thor.
Yeah, he's got like gold hair and he's got like
B's.
and it's like, well, is that Thor? Is that not Thor? It always used to confuse me as a kid.
It's a generic costume. Like
Yeah.
dollar store Thor.
It's
Dollar
Bob-
store Thor.
It's Bob Bell. It's for
Yeah.
Robert Bell. BB.
It's his cousin Tim
Tim,
Yeah.
yeah.
or Bob
Bob from Asgard.
Bob.
from Asgard.
Yeah, there's a Bob from Asgard. He owns the shop. He wakes up late. It's awesome.
Oh Jesus!
It's a crap drawing of Thor.
Yeah,
Just a
fair
crap
enough,
drawing.
Glenn.
Yeah, Glenn.
Yeah.
There's a lot of it about.
Glenn, you should have just come on. Anyway.
That was what you see the plane taking off and landing or whatever. I saw I think it was on Twitter recently, CTV Idiots, and a plane was one of those like I guess not Harriers, but I think it was like the newer F-20,
F-35?
F-35.
Yeah.
So it just there's no pilot and it's just landing by itself, right?
Oh,
And then then it tips, like once it hits the ground, it tips up and then starts spinning around a bit, like on its nose, and then the pilot comes into the scene with a parachute.
Dude, wow.
I for one, welcome our new AI overlords.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're screwed, man. I was like, what are we gonna do with the Earth? Like, dude, we're not gonna.
Well, although saying that drawing of that hand is probably AI worthy.
Yep.
The top one, I was thinking, is just Well,
it's attached to a very hot chick. That hand. Yeah. John Celestri.
It's the mustache of intelligence right there.
Yeah, dude.
the mustache of
No,
intelligence.
the mustache of authority.
That
Yeah.
mustache
Take it
uses
off and give it to someone else, so it's a bit like
the baton of communication, like
or
Nurture.
or it's like the ring, like the green Lantern ring. You could give it to someone else. I'm
mustache.
dying now. But you can take my moustache and carry on
Mustache.
my work.
Floating
like-
along. Yeah.
It's like a symbiote, and it comes with the eyebrows. Like,
There you are.
That mustache needs its own sound effect. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Just see it running along and it drinking milk and stuff.
There needs to be a Twitch sound effect in there. Just saying, like,
Yeah.
just to have him.
I was
twitching.
thinking of like a foom or like a whoosh sound.
like a
'cause it
whoosh.
yeah.
Yeah, like that guy, like his mustache, like can twirl in the air like hair on very beautiful women. It was just going like a shampoo commercial, man. That's the emphasis on that mustache. Like I'm distracted. I'm not
I
seeing
like
anything
the
else.
I like the Star Trek aliens on the right hand
Oh,
side.
yeah.
They're almost human, but not quite.
Yeah.
Sort of
And the
reminiscent,
fishbowl.
but reminiscent of Emperor Ming from
Yeah.
Ming
Flash
Gordon.
Gordon.
That guy here.
It's a
Yeah.
bit,
very
it's a
much
bit
so.
minging.
Yeah. A bit
Means all
mingish.
kinds of things in the UK. Yeah.
Minging?
Minging.
All right, I'm at a loss now.
Emperor Ming, Flash Gordon.
Yeah.
Ming the Merciless?
Ming the Merciless.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm afraid to Google what minging means. But I'm a maverick.
Look
Please
at them all
enlighten us.
running towards you. Look at them all running. They're so happy to be in Marvel.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. That's minging. Okay.
So what is minging?
I don't want to get this channel struck. No, it's
no,
like
just-
it's foul smelling or
It's-
like
Um,
unpleasant to look at.
Yeah.
I get you.
Mhm.
It's like those pictures you look at and you can just smell it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like we all have a cousin.
I think it's a little bit more colloquial than that, but there you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the monster there in the bottom panel on there is kind of reminiscent of the Suicide Squad
Mm-hmm.
monster.
Starro?
Oh, Starro.
Yeah.
Because
Is that
of
a
the
big
eye.
mouth? Is that
Yeah.
a big mouth? Do you think,
Your youth is showing there.
or is that
Yeah.
is that a
Yeah.
big
Shadow.
mouth, or is that
Yeah.
shadow? Because if that's a big mouth, it looks like those things from Sesame Street.
I love
Oh.
Yup.
Oh, I love those things. Those are fantastic.
I love the fact that Randy said like your youth showing, like your underwear showing.
Yeah.
I
Your
love
youth is
that.
showing.
Yeah.
Starro the Conqueror. Yeah.
Yeah, Starro the Conqueror is a huge
goes-
character in DC. Yeah.
Yeah. That goes back to
Just,
Justice League #1.
Mhm.
Youth is showing. I don't
Yeah.
feel this youth you keep talking about.
What is this youth? Hey,
It's all in perspective, Whiskey. It's all perspective.
Time to find copies of Pizzazz magazine.
I really love looking at the adverts because
Yeah.
they remind me of being a kid.
Yeah.
They remind me of money though.
Spidey Super Stories,
Yeah.
the Electric
Yeah.
Company.
I never used any of the adverts. Just remember them being there
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Sell great.
because
What a-
you were broke.
What a great paper.
Yeah, dude. I like ads on comics. It spells money to me. Like these guys have a business. You know what I mean?
That's
Yeah.
how come the comics were still only 35 cents.
Raiding.
I really like that middle panel, second page.
Yeah.
That's just great.
Nice depth. Like that.
I like the bottom panel where they're obviously about to play football on the way to
Oh, yeah.
getting into.
Oh,
their-
dude, the pilots. I don't know. Like I'm used. Like the universe are on point, but the characters are like different.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like an anime. That's funny. Wow. And they made the pilot like Lawrence Fishburne. So cool.
That's your American diversity kicking in here.
It's like Morpheus. No, but it makes sense. Like it doesn't bother me.
They're all token characters.
Yeah. Repressive
Token
version.
white guy, token white girl,
Yeah.
token black guy. Yeah.
Mustache.
I love blue hair.
Yeah. Blue
Yeah.
hair is the best.
It's great.
Mm.
Gotta have
It's a
blue
sheen.
hair.
It's a sheen.
It's supposed to be a sheen, but it's blue. It's not. It's
Oh,
not.
there you
Shang-Chi,
go.
dude. I
Action,
love
drama, and
Shang-Chi.
thrills on sale now.
I mean, it was like
not a
the most-
direct swipe of a
Bruce
photo
Lee, yeah.
from
Not at all.
no.
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 But that even the background, it looks like the
Yeah.
what was the one after the one where he went up all the levels of the building?
Five Fingers of Death.
No, not
or
Game of Death.
Game of Death.
It's not
Is it
Game,
Game
of
of
Death, is
Death?
it?
The Game of Death. Yeah.
I reckon they've been looking at the photos from Game of Death.
Yeah, it's
for that.
the
Oh,
aesthetic.
I'm sure. Yep.
But dude, they think like Shang-Chi has got to be one of the most racist products made by Marvel, because they knew nothing about Chinese culture or like martial arts or whatever. They just like what sounded cool, but it was freaking cool, man.
They basically just watched Bruce Lee movies.
Yeah,
well, there was a whole
newest...
kung fu craze there for a while. That was all off of those kung fu.
This is a new standard of comic art excellence, apparently.
Yeah, dude. Huh? Everybody was
Paul Gulacy
fighting.
It
was fast as lightning.
The new movies too. The new movies were also not a hit with the with some Chinese people in it.
No.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, of course. Like, if they want to portray a culture like that, like somebody's gonna get their knickers in a bunch.
Well, it's just back during the whole exploitation era of
exactly.
films. Just anything was stereotyped. You had that's back during Shaft and all of that stuff.
And
where nobody was culturally sensitive. They didn't. You know, they didn't care. We're still coming off the stereotypes of the 40s and 50s here.
My fiance watched. She's Cantonese, but she watched the Shang-Chi movie, and she was like, "I don't like this at all."
Yeah,
I mean, and that's
pretty much the reaction from that film from almost everybody.
I didn't like it either, and I love kung fu movies.
The
ones made by the Shaw brothers, and then the ones made by the Blaxploitation movement, because they were basically kung fu movies with brothers. You know, like Cleopatra Jones and the Casino Gold, Shaft, Dolomite.
Yeah,
it's the same structure.
Yeah,
you spilled my soup, you're gonna die. And
you spilled my soup, you're gonna die.
Yeah, and dude, and that's the thing. Like, I love that genre of music because it's just like you can sit down with a bucket of popcorn and a beer, and just have 1.5 hours of fun. You know, no preaching, no nothing.
That's what those movies were all about, though. Go into a theater with a tub of popcorn and just sit there and watch, you know, brain check.
I think while we
entertained,
were culturally,
lose yourself.
While we were culturally ignorant, everybody was having fun because people on the other side of the world who we were being culturally ignorant about were being culturally ignorant about us.
Yeah, exactly.
That's very true.
Everybody just enjoyed themselves.
Yeah.
It almost became part of like, you know, that the whole like nobody cared.
Yeah, dude. Like that's the thing. Like when Americans came in the 80s down here, we called them red people. That's how you tan. Like you tan like bright red. It's like, oh, this guy's gonna die, and that's all we knew. You know what I mean?
A friend of mine lived in China for 10 years, and he was married to a Chinese woman, and he the two of them. I was speaking to the two of them while I was at an event, and it was funny hearing them chat. I mean, he was basically saying when he went over there, he could not tell the difference between people. It was hard for him. By the time he left, it was easy because he'd gotten used to. It's all about what you're used to.
Became more sensitive and aware of it. Yeah.
He would wander around, and the kids would call him Round Eye.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's like that. So it's like, well, is that racist? No, it's different to them. You know,
I need to step out for a second. I will be right back.
So my fiance took a trip because she was born here. She took a trip over to China not too long ago.
Guys, for the record, Randy doesn't want to be a part of this racist highlight. So let's just keep at it.
Well, I mean, no, she's Cantonese though, right? So she's over there, and she can't, and she's like, she's with her parents, and she's just like, you need to stay right beside me because if you go into the crowd, I'll never see you again.
Wow.
Nice. She couldn't like, you know, tell them apart either. So
it's because of what you're used to.
Exactly.
And dude, it has nothing to do with race. Because dude, I went to Mexico now Ciudad de Mexico. It was called Distrito Federal before, but whatever. I went there in 2003, and dude, like I'm 6'4", and the average height of the Mexican of the South is 5'4", 5'5".
Right.
And dude, it was like it was like freaking Godzilla. It was like staring at me, but it's just people being curious, you know. Like, I didn't feel like any racism or whatever. Like when I go to the U.S., I actually feel normal. There are taller, more tall people over there.
More taller people, yeah. No, it's all crazy.
I mean, it's just dumb.
People being people, you know.
Yep.
So there you go.
And I don't know.
But I suppose, yeah, Randy's gone, so
Yeah,
we
he is.
can't
That's why
see
I exited solo layout figure for
Yeah.
talking while he's gone. I was
any more of the excellence from that cartoon strip. We can't do.
Yeah. Oh, dude, but this Shogun Warriors we're watching right now, it's like right up my alley because I'm working on a kaiju mecha book right now,
Oh,
and it's
cool.
taking inspiration directly from that era of animation.
Excellent.
So yeah, like just, and it's funny, like that's the thing, like Raidini is very obscure, I have to say. Like I would have thought like they would get a Robo, which is like a better story actually. The thing is, like, it tends to be very violent. Like a lot of people die and get a Robo, and
oh yeah. Well, in one
Allison,
Japanese anime, people die left and right.
yeah, they die left and right, and everybody is like an a-hole. All the characters, even the heroes, are like a-holes, like because they're like delinquents. They get picked up to pilot this robots.
I have
Hey,
a
what's up,
question
87?
for Allison.
Yep.
Has that pile of books beside you fallen over at all?
Nope.
At some point,
Just-
yeah.
Yeah, it just looks like it's about to go.
It's just
Nope. It's fine.
Okay.
Hey, he's back.
structures.
Randy's
Hey,
back.
what's up, Randy?
Sorry about that. Wife just
Yeah,
got home with a
we-
bunch of groceries. So
Yeah. Hey,
more
what is
back.
to eat
Meanwhile,
them
back at the
immediately.
Shogun Warriors. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nom,
Yeah.
nom,
While
nom,
you were
nom.
gone, we were talking about the militia we're making, and
Cool.
You know,
Get us in
some-
trouble with YouTube. That'd be great.
yeah,
I like-
selling pamphlets.
Didn't like the movie. It felt empty. Didn't have the charm.
Yeah.
Eastern Asian action.
Mhm.
Yeah, very true.
I mean, the same
Dead on, Michael.
thing happened with Mulan. Like it was completely what sounded cool, but not really paying attention to the culture and the story of Mulan itself. And it
Yeah.
was just a husk.
They
Yeah.
had like great stuff they could reference, like
Mhm.
Journey to the West, you know,
Oh, yeah.
with like Monkey King and all that, and all
Mhm.
those tales, and none of that charm was in it at all.
None.
Nope.
Moving on to the Magma Monster, I guess.
We'll just call him Joe.
Yeah.
Joe the Magma Monster.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Joe the
another
robot.
great Twinkies ad featuring Iron Man beating on a car
Iron Man.
and
Did you
saves
know
the day by throwing Twinkies at him.
He gave Twinkies to the bad guys.
Nice.
They were just hangry.
Yeah.
That's it.
I was.
yeah.
He was just ready for a snack.
Well, you know, I like this Iron Man design a lot.
Creamed filling.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, this was the Iron Man I grew up with.
Mhm,
Same here.
mhm.
Did you say Iron Man is filled with cream filling?
Cream filling.
No, the Twinkies are.
The
The
Twinkies
Twinkies
are-
are cream filling.
That's what they're. You're just trying to cover yourselves now.
They're
aren't you?
delicious
Mm.
golden sponge cake, apparently.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I spat mine out.
That was
Here's-
certainly good.
Was the Twinkie of yore, the days of yore,
Your-
different from the Twinkies of today?
No,
Anybody know?
it's the Twinkie you're eating today was made in your.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like they're all 25 years old.
Yeah, exactly.
Designed to survive the nuclear holocaust.
Exactly.
Because we know the hamburgers at McDonald's are a lot different than.
Oh, yeah,
First time in America, I had a Twinkie and I spat it
That's
out.
why
It's
when
disgusting.
Hostess
Yeah.
went out of business, filed
Mhm.
bankruptcy, stopped production, you still had Twinkies for about 3 years afterwards.
Yep. Dude, and the things like our Latin American minds were like, wow, I would love a Twinkie. And when you finally have it and it sucked, it was horrible, man.
It's
Oh,
a
there's
bit like,
videos up on YouTube
Yeah.
of
it's a bit
people
like the
having
West.
American food and going, "Holy crap! This
Holy
is
shit,
this
this
is
is
shit." Yeah.
horrible.
It's a bit like the
Yeah.
West,
Crap.
really, isn't it? It's a bit like
Yeah.
capitalism. I
Yeah,
really
dude.
want capitalism. Oh, it's
No, dude, the thing is that we would get like commercials. 'Cause, I mean, even if you didn't have cable in Panama, since we have like the US bases, you have a channel called the Southern Command Network. And it was basically like every network will give their product to this network. So you would see like things from CBS, like everybody. And you get commercials and you see like Twinkies and Ho-Hos and Juji Fruit. And you don't get that kind of candy here. We have like our Latin American poverty-stricken
Did you
version
say
of candy.
juicy fruit?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Did you know
so-
that?
Sorry, but can you say that again?
Oh no, the thing is like the commercial said Juji fruit, so everybody
right,
will
okay.
call it Juji fruit.
There was a juicy fruit gum up here for a long
Yeah,
time.
I
I'm not
used
sure
to
if it's
eat
still
that
coming out.
juicy fruit.
Probably is.
everybody makes fun of American food for being terrible, right? Canada has worse food standards than the US legally. So our products that are like super processed are actually way worse than the American versions.
Yeah.
Like Kraft Dinner in Canada, for example, like the box of macaroni with cheese is less safe for you than the American version.
I don't know. When I went to Canada, I already knew how to cook. So I didn't have like processed food that much because it's cheaper if you know how to cook. But yeah, and I was on a student budget, so yeah, that was a lot of rice in my diet.
In Canada, we'll send you to prison for offending people, but we'll feed you crap.
Yeah, we'll feed you crap. Yeah. We'll give you cancer, but don't curse while you have it.
I mean, like there's good chefs and stuff in Canada. Like the cooked food is great, and there's good recipes, and plus there's some good poutineries.
Yeah, the poutine
exist.
What's a poutinerie?
A poutinerie. If there's two versions of poutineries. There's ones in Montreal, right, that do it right, and there's everybody else that mimics what's in Montreal, that is completely different entirely.
And what is it?
It's just cheese, fries.
Cheese curds.
Cheese curds and fries and gravy.
And gravy.
Cheesy chips.
Is that
the gravy.
Poutine.
Have you never had a poutine before, Russ?
Oh, poutine is awesome.
I've never heard of it.
Oh, dude, it's awesome.
Wasn't it something on Star Wars? Didn't they?
It's their national. I know you're just calling my leg here,
but like
poutine.
To answer Prater 7, most likely we multi-broadcast to a few different channels, so you're probably not seeing all the chats because you're in one of them that's just not as active.
None of those chats are showing on my chat window. Yeah, you're probably on a different platform. Yeah. Yep. Only just now tuned in. Have you guys covered the Alex Nino stuff mentioned in the description? No, not yet. It's coming.
So
we're going there next.
Is poutine the food? Poutine, is that the food? Is that the name of the food?
Yeah.
Poutine. Cheesy chips.
You've never heard of this before?
Well, we have our chips over here are your fries, but instead they're done properly.
What?
and sometimes they're served with cheese melted over the top, and they're called cheesy chips.
In the
your
US,
biscuits are our cookies, so it's okay.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, British food is also very famous for being awesome. So I don't know what discussion we're having here.
Poutine, when done properly in Montreal, is chips and cheese curds, and then a chicken-based gravy with and a tomato.
My son just said they put gravy on it, Dad. So there you go. He knew, but I didn't. No.
Yeah. Go look up a recipe for poutine. Make some chips.
Yeah.
When you say chips, are you talking my chips, proper chips?
Yes, your chips.
French fries.
Real chips. No, not French fries. They're French fries. They're not chips.
Okay, no. French fries.
French fries. Okay, French fries. French fries, cheese and gravy.
It's not just cheese, it's cheese curds.
It sounds hideous. But I'll go check it out.
There's a thing with Canada that I noticed. Canada makes their food because they're taking into account it's really freaking cold.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So it's very heavy.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really I had a lot of fun eating Canadian food.
But my son just told me he found out what Putin was because he was listening to a song that was a rap song, and it was being rapped by someone who was dressed as Wayne Gretzky.
Okay.
There you go. That's how he found out.
Okay.
That makes perfect sense.
Great.
Wow. Okay.
The international, knowledge just keeps spreading. Yeah.
It's not.
We're here offering a service.
It's a thing of beauty.
It's not proper chips. It's French fries, cheese curds, and a specific kind of chicken gravy with a thing. But you can use any substitute gravy and get the.
It's not the same.
Not the same result, but it would be
close.
It's like having a pasty and not being up in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan.
I think I'll stick to a full English.
Completely different. Yeah.
So in the U.S., they call them disco fries, if I'm not mistaken.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
We call it disco fries.
No,
they don't.
If they're made proper, they call them poutine.
Poutine.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Don't hold him.
Disco fries, I had never heard of before, but it conjures up bad late 70s.
Yeah, the disco fries seems like I'm going to the doctor to get a shot
You another one
for engaging in unprotected You know.
They have announced that. Speaking of disco, that Taylor Swift is in Deadpool 3 as Dazzler.
Oh, great!
That's
There's
the
another
rumor.
film I'm not going to watch.
There you go. Really enjoy going over these books. I learned things like what to do, and just as importantly, what not to do. Yep.
Yeah.
So true. Thanks, Michael. We provide that service.
Yeah.
Canada is a frozen wasteland.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that.
I'm hanging out in the igloo as we speak.
Yeah.
Not at the moment, Breed,
Not
or
bad,
it is
yeah.
a burning.
It's
Imagine
a
in
burning
Canada,
wasteland.
it's
Yeah.
in Toronto. It gets really hot, doesn't it?
Where
Doesn't
all
it
the
have
trees are smoking. Yeah.
really high moisture.
The summers
levels,
are,
doesn't it?
the summers are
Yeah, it gets hot. It's pretty
insane.
hot,
Yeah.
Don't tell them that. Don't ruin their illusion. We're all in English.
Yeah, okay.
Creator,
Yeah.
anytime
This is the
you
best-
want to learn Canadian, anytime, all 300 episodes of Red Green are available on YouTube. Just look up Red Green and
Green.
expect to
Red
lose
Green.
an afternoon in the realm of very high stupid humor.
I love this spread.
The only way to describe it.
You need to look up also Bob and Doug McKenzie
Yeah.
Mhm.
with
Bob and Doug McKenzie.
yeah.
What is it?
Rick Moranis.
Kids, not Kids
Yeah.
in the Hall, not Second City. What was that?
Yeah.
The group.
Kids in the Hall?
Kids in
Not
the
Kids
Hall.
in the
Kids in the Hall.
Kids in the Hall,
that they were
isn't
with that wasn't Kids
Yeah.
in the Hall, was it? No,
Isn't that El Chato on the YouTube?
Chato. Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Hey, Whiskey, how do you
They all
feel
came
about the
from Second
Lumberjack
City, I wanted
song
to say.
by Monty Python?
The Lumberjacks by Monty Python. They're great.
The Lumberjack song. Yeah.
My lumberjack.
Oh.
I'm okay.
That's great. That's classic.
Woodgod
Yeah.
day.
That's all up Mighty Python's classic though.
Yeah, everything.
Can't get away from. Just like
When
Red
high
Green,
heels
same
suspended
different vein of
underbrow.
humor, but
I
all
wish I
classic
was
stuff.
a lady, just like my
dear
dear mama.
Shogun Warriors, everybody, the great Herb.
There you go.
There we are. Comics,
Oh, man,
comics.
this is so
Not
licensed.
comedy, comics, yeah.
Yeah.
Or else I'll start doing my Red Green impersonation. I've been practicing. Yeah.
Nice. Oh, time
Marvel
machine.
Classic Comics, number 2, Time Machine. Here you go, Preator.
Hey,
The great Gil Kane cover with floating heads. Always the best.
We
Yeah,
love floating
heads-
heads.
Floating has
Floating
to
head.
make a comeback, dude.
I
that
know.
is a great cover.
Yeah.
Look at that.
And that's is that a straight? No, it isn't.
It's a toilet. It's a time traveling
Yeah.
toilet. That's what it is. It
It
has
looks like,
handle and everything.
yeah.
When things get rough, you can hold hard
It looks just like a licorice
Hold
swirl.
on.
and strain.
Back when Marvel was trying to do anything that it could to make money, they took a bunch of stuff done for the European market, cut it into comic book format, and stuck it in comics. A lot of that was
French
comic
comics?
book versions of classic novels, just like Classics Illustrated. So they tried their own Marvel Classic Comics line.
Is all the H.G. Wells stuff open source now? Or?
Oh yeah, that's all public domain.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yep.
I
I did a 5 hashtag always promote, as Brian K. Morris says. I did a 5-part War of the Worlds update that Caliber has offered over on Amazon.
Yeah.
I was really,
Randy,
really proud of.
I'm noticing something with this logo. It's oddly giving me an echo for the Back to the Future logo a little bit with the
time.
with the
With the arrow on the E.
with the arrow
Yeah.
and the skewing of the font. Yeah,
Could
it's
be.
an echo to
Yep.
Back to the Future.
But the interiors, folks, it's the entire novel,
Uh-huh.
Time Machine by H.G. Wells.
And how many pages?
52.
52.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Okay.
No ads.
Okay.
No
No,
ads.
that's
Wow.
pages.
All
I
right.
love the way they've gone for the simple route of showing time by simply having numbers on sheets.
Yeah. Dude. Hey, you're communicating. But this panel is gorgeous, though. Not
Alex
H.G. Wells.
Nino. Wow.
That one, look at that.
Look
With
at
artwork
this.
by the great Alex Nino.
Why didn't they get him to
Ooh.
do the cover?
Yeah. Dude.
Because they had Gil Kane on contract.
Oh.
And,
You think you would invent a dome or something on your machine.
Yeah.
A windshield, maybe.
Yeah, but that's not. Yeah, they didn't need a dome
I-
back then. You know,
I actually really like the design from the film.
look at the movie. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
got
the
a
60s
classic
movie. Yeah,
Art
that's
Deco
great.
feel to it. Just,
Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get
That's just got a whirling disc in the back of it on top of a sled.
with
Yeah,
just from an engineering
couple of,
standpoint.
couple of knobs on it with little diamond tips on the
I
top
don't.
of them. Just
In
great
all
stuff.
fairness, though, when you're traveling through time, I don't think you have to worry about bugs,
No,
which is
I
what your
guess.
windshield's for, isn't
there's
it?
the time machine.
Yeah, but you're going to stop at sometime somewhere. It could be raining, ruin all your equipment.
Well, you should be wearing appropriate attire.
Well, I mean, the machines.
Now you could probably still catch these, but you have to dust them off at your retailer.
Oh
Your
my
long-standing
God.
retailers probably have these if they haven't blown them out of their dollar boxes.
For
by now.
God's sake, don't show this to
If you-
Glenn. Look
if you
at the
find these-
lettering.
Yeah. Just it gets carried away. It's all typeset.
Oof.
This is
Yeah.
hideous.
This
Yeah.
is rough.
Oh,
I love the panels. I love the drawings, but the lettering is hideous.
Is the
buy it.
lettering like sponsored by Olympia or Rico?
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't even think they attribute
Look
a
at
letterer
that
on here. Do
panel.
they probably do.
Oh, they should. It should be Alan Smithy all the way.
Production, Vincent
There you go.
Fago.
There you go. Okay.
I think Marvel just got themselves a new typesetting machine.
Mhm.
Adapted by
Because
Otto Binder.
Look at
Yeah.
the top as well. It's just
Yeah.
Ooh.
Professional. Look at that.
Mhm.
that's a beautiful panel.
It's all
there.
cut and paste. It's all
Bottom
cut and
right.
paste.
I mean,
It's just probably
this-
done in Italian or some other foreign language. They just cut
Yeah.
out that lettering and stuck their adaptation
own, yeah.
onto it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Look at that though.
But yeah, dude. Like, I mean, this book has no ads, but you can afford a letterer, right?
Just a production dude.
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah, tell that to the guys who put those DC archives together. Holy crap. Anyway.
Yeah.
oh,
Production.
look at that pan.
No!
Yeah, that's an amazing.
An ice
page.
age wiped out in the 13th century, and then like, is it even 13th or is it 30th?
Turkey.
30th.
That
30 oh,
21st
okay.
century city
I can't see it very well.
Yeah, dude.
Ice
This is
Age.
gnarly.
wiped out
Really?
that's the 13th. And it's spelt wrong.
Yeah, and it's
Got an I
fighting with
in
the
it.
R. It's fighting with the R. It's spelled
E.
wrong.
PH. Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Obviously,
okay.
they couldn't afford an editor either.
So it's
Mhm.
30th,
But
30th.
I'm all about spelling errors. I talk to
Yeah.
you all day about stuff that I didn't spell right over the years.
Hey, maybe that make a good
Happens a
show.
lot.
The most egregious spelling and letterers and
I don't even want to go there, quite honestly, because then we'd be bringing up Heather Ontos like every other sentence.
Oh,
And
yeah.
we don't
okay.
want to go
Yeah.
there. This is a positive show. We want to talk
Well,
about
okay.
the
I will
great
just
stuff
cut.
about comics, the lighter side of comics.
Let's just cut her out entirely, but focus on comics that are terribly lettered and terribly spelled, just without Antos.
That would be rough.
It's going to cut your amounts, isn't it? It's going to
You
cut
can't
your list, but there you
you
go.
can't talk about modern comics without anyway. Great Alex Nino stuff. Look at this, folks. This is a Priator. This is why you came to the show. Look at that.
We also have to make sure Glenn's present for that show as well.
Yep.
And
Oh,
see
yeah,
his
that's gonna
reaction.
be like
Glenn probably has a list. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it goes all
I
the way
mean-
back. Well, there's a Fantastic 410, I think it was, that was out where the Reed mixed up the shrinking and the enlarging gases.
I don't
in
know,
the-
guys. I
in the
like
letter.
Glenn a
That's-
lot.
It's really
I like Glenn a lot. I don't want him to get a heart attack. Let's not make that
he
show with Glenn.
mixed up
No, we gotta do it.
the shrinking and the enlarging gas, and Sue was very happy that night.
Yeah.
Pretty
See,
much.
see this? That'd be great content. I'm sorry, we have to do it.
Yeah, we'll have to do it, but not with Glenn. I mean, let's fucking do.
No, we guys have
Take
Glenn. That's why
consideration.
it's gonna be great content.
Just
Yeah.
remember, somewhere in the burn years, Sue decided to start using her force field very creatively. That's all I want to say. Anyway.
Woohoo!
Ooh,
Woohoo. Yeah. Just force field toys.
more great stuff here.
Yeah.
Even
With
with
the
the
lettering?
even with the typeset lettering.
Oh, the lettering is just too distracting, man.
It does.
It's awful, isn't it?
Well, the inking is phenomenal here, though.
Yeah.
You look at
The
stuff.
art is gorgeous, isn't it?
Nino is just killing it, and he's probably just running, just kicking it out.
Man,
boom, boom, page after page.
What a disgrace, man.
It is so much of so good and then so bad.
I'm getting the stomachache, actually.
He did so much of this material. This is in comic book pages too, because I've got other stuff that they did that he worked on that's obviously been recut and reformatted. And I've got a Moby Dick.
I'm sure
the
you
book
have.
that is.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Thanks for the
Three
clarification.
Musketeers that are both done by Nino that are just amazing to look at. We'll look at those.
Now I see like no ads and I'm scared because we're gonna get like no ads. We can't afford a letterer
or an editor.
Yeah.
Or a proofer at least.
A proofreader,
yeah, proofreader. Look at that though.
Dude, this is amazing and gnarly at the same time.
Yeah.
Gnarly.
Well, Nino did a lot of stuff in the 1999 magazine that Warren published.
Mm-hmm.
That's just insane. It's kind of like that. It's just phenomenal Nino with the story that's just horrible.
Yeah. Okay.
Going in crazy odd directions.
So that's kind of like his wheelhouse.
Look at that negative space working there. Just great stuff.
Yeah. I mean, those arms are nuts, though. On the you already turned the page. The arms on the first panel on the second page.
Here. Oh yeah.
That's a long arm of the law there.
There's a little crazy.
Yeah.
A little Plastic Man action working.
Yeah, or maybe the head's too little. I don't know.
Well, we've run out of space. There's not enough words here to fill out. Well, we'll just draw a balloon around it and leave it alone.
Maybe the original is like Spanish or French, and it was like wordy there. So
could be.
Let's not finish the.
Or Nino it could have been in Filipino.
Oh, probably. Yep. I love the shape language of the building because it's just like shapes and shadows.
Yeah.
It's really good. Really, really good.
Panel is amazing. Little knocked out negative space here. You probably could have left that white.
Yeah.
Real easy. Yeah.
I mean, but no, that plant's there for depth, I think.
Yeah.
You see, like, show like distance.
Front, mid, back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nice silhouette work in here.
Yeah.
Crawling up to the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Real thin line in the background, pushing everything
up front, yeah.
Back, yeah. More little negative space there. There's a little bit right there.
Yeah, and the constant is the horrible lettering, though.
Yeah.
That's destroying. Like
that's why it was only 50 cents. Come on.
Yeah.
52 pages, no ads.
Wow.
And they had a lot of ground to cover. They were covering the novel. So
yeah. I mean, I get it. No, not really.
Yeah. What a great panel.
Yeah.
Such great artwork here.
Yeah, completely destroyed by the lettering.
And they're using different typefaces too. They're jumping in font point size. Pretty crazy too.
And there's a lot of thought processes there.
Yeah.
Like, people don't do that anymore.
What's great about this story too is that it's just a regular dude hanging out in the fantastic world.
Yeah, with the Morlocks. Yeah.
You don't see a lot of that in modern society now. It's just like it's a crazy costume and your Blue Beetles and whatever else, stuff.
Or infallible characters that can do everything like perfect from the get-go. It's just that's what we get into today.
Sometimes you just want to see a dude in like a blazer or whatever, or button shirt and some bell-bottom pants, hanging out in the woods.
Yeah, Bob from Asgard. I want to see that book now. Thank you.
We're under attack.
Yeah, it's a truck.
Are those technically called boot cut? I don't know.
Yeah. They're not quite bell bottoms. Not quite elephant
Oh.
pants.
Yeah, they're called
cut.
capri pants down here. That's an envelope? Oh no, it's a ship.
That Morlock face. Morlocks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
So
Morlocks.
it's quite similar to the Morlocks in the film.
The movie?
Mhm.
Yeah, with what's the name? With Guy Pearce.
No,
Right?
I meant the original movie.
The original movie. Actually, I enjoyed the Guy
Rod
Pearce
Taylor.
movie.
Rod Taylor was in the original movie.
I didn't mind the second one, the remake. Yeah, I thought it was all
Yeah,
right.
the remake was good. But the original was way better. Like I like the machine on the first one better.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, real pretty.
Mm-hmm.
In the comments there.
And I like the thought there's a little model of it with a bent cigar floating through time somewhere. That's George Pal. George Pal at his best did that.
Oh, a tunnel. I'll go in here and rest for a while. Fantastic scripting.
Yeah. The fact that it's insinuated by the ladder
Yeah.
and nothing else. Nice decision there.
I'll be thrown off into the darkness below
Blackness below.
and have a
And
bad
have a
fall.
bad fall. Huh.
Wind is so far above me and below, the sound of machinery is growing louder.
Huh.
Oh,
Boom, boom,
tunnel.
boom.
Go in
Go
there and
the
rest for a while.
German guns.
Yeah. Dude. Oh my god, dude. The use of blacks here is just superb.
Well, that's Nino.
Mhm.
This is Red Green was great. Still great.
Yeah.
That's why something Hollywood does get how to bridge the gap between movie goes and comic fans.
Goers, I
and
mean.
comic,
Goers. Yeah.
comic fans, yeah. Russ is right. Don't show this to Glenn. He would be ranting until 30:23 over the letter.
Indeed.
He's probably
100
already
years
seen
around
it.
it.
He's seen bad typeface jobs before.
Not as bad as this.
You don't know.
This is really
I
bad.
bet he's seen
This is
worse.
really
I would
bad.
wager
Well,
he's seen worse.
I know what he dislikes.
Yeah.
I've not seen anything that's this bad.
Well, look at that. We're gonna get pretty close to the balloon edge, and he's thinking here at least. Somebody actually drew a thought balloon, and really tiny bubbles going down to
think
him. A lot of
somebody
tiny bubbles.
Spilt some food.
Tiny bubble
Exactly.
in my water.
Another great shot right there. Look at the laying figure here. Nino's just stare at his stuff, even with bad type. Stare at his stuff all day and learn. Dinosaur here. They're coming to get you.
They're coming to get you.
Oh no!
Yeah. Energy concentration weapon
Call
coming your
the
way.
cops.
Beam weaponry.
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
You don't have to apologize to us. It's all part of the fun.
Yeah. Well, a tornado hit here the other day.
Ooh.
That's not good.
Like
That's not
literally
good.
about a block away from me, went right down the street.
Oh, you should see the stuff heading for San Diego. Holy crap.
Yeah.
That's not pretty.
Oh,
Tijuana is definitely going to be in trouble.
well, Tijuana is always in trouble, to be honest.
Well, that's true. But those poor donkeys.
I mean, yeah, and their shows.
What did I miss?
Nothing.
Nothing.
You had to go attend to those alarms. That's okay.
Donkey.
What?
Nothing.
What?
Yeah, we're
Alarms?
talking about donkeys. We're talking about donkeys.
We were talking
alarm?
about donkeys and alarms.
Yeah, alarms and
We're still looking at the time machine. Look at this. Boom.
You know, over here we have a little bit of wind, and they decide they're going to give it a name.
Oh,
Like a story. It's pathetic.
They like putting names on stuff now. So
Well,
Like-
okay, I can understand naming something that's going to destroy property, but
Yeah,
not
but-
like a little bit of wind.
Yeah, like strong breeze Angelina or something.
Yeah. So basically, what you get over here is bloody
Okay.
ridiculous.
Well, the hurricane heading towards Tijuana is called Hillary.
Yeah, I mean that's accurate, I guess.
Look at this 2-page spread, folks. Look at that.
Mhm.
Sit there all day, except for the typeface.
She's used to
Yeah.
taking
Beautiful
people out.
stuff. This
You know
one-
what I find funny that they name hurricanes,
look
but
at
they
that.
don't name earthquakes.
They happen too quickly, I would imagine.
Yeah, I
Earthquake
guess.
Rumbelina. There you
Yeah,
go.
Rumbelina.
Rumbelina.
Earthquake Greta.
How dare you?
How dare you?
Well, they had to stop naming all the hurricanes after women because too many people were triggered.
Exactly, that's sexist.
Oh,
What are you
dear.
saying? Women talk a lot. What you know?
I didn't say it.
Back to the machine.
Yeah.
I think it's more along the lines of most likely to leave devastation.
Yeah.
Let's
exactly.
let's just give everything a barcode.
Yeah.
Fix
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we can just go boot beep.
Yeah.
One
Most
of those
likely to live
goofy
in
UPC,
ruins.
not UPC, the little whatever they call them with the dots, the dot codes. You can just scan it on your phone.
The
and get all
QR
information.
code.
Yeah, QR code. That's it.
Stargate addresses.
That's that too. That's coming. It's the only way to explain international travel.
What?
Or interstellar travel. I mean.
International travel.
International travel.
It's all Stargates.
So just remember, everybody on Star Trek is dead. They've been disintegrated and reintegrated through the transporter so many times.
Yeah, I tell you what, if they ever make a transporter, I am not stepping into it.
No.
It's very much like McCoy on it. I don't want my
Like-
atoms scrambled. Look at that.
Unless
stuff.
of course, you subscribe to the idea that it's just simulation-like. It would, and in which case,
Like you
your
predicted in Avatar?
consciousness, your
Yeah.
consciousness would simply re-engage with whatever's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So it wouldn't matter that you'd be disassembled and you were a completely new version of yourself, because if your brain is not the thing that's creating your consciousness, then it doesn't matter, does it?
And
We're all
then
in
you,
somebody's buffer. Is that what
if you download yourself
Yeah,
to a drone or
lazy,
something?
easy.
What if the drone thinks he's you and he's coming for you? Like this can only be one.
There's I guess modern slang now. The younger kids are using the Matrix more
them
often.
younger kids? Yeah,
The
Kids.
younger,
Crazy.
the youngins.
crazy.
Younger
Really?
than you.
Younger than
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Them crazy kids.
Crazy.
I don't get them.
Those little whippersnappers.
Yeah. I don't get them. It's like,
Look, everybody's entitled to be an idiot.
yeah.
Some of us more so than others.
Guys, I'm gonna have to get going. So let me talk to you all later. And it's been
Well-
amazing as always.
Let's enlarge you here, Allison, for a second. Tell folks how they can find you.
Well, you can find me here right on the Indie Comics Network every Friday at 3 p.m. I do Arting with the Alley Cat. On all the social media stuff. I think my links are down below us in the doobly-doo thing. So feel free. Give me a like, give me a follow, give me all that other fun stuff. Yeah, should about do it.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool as.
Take
Yep.
care, Ali.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks for being
Yeah.
here. Appreciate you very much.
Thank you for having me as always. You guys are
Always
great.
welcome. Take care. See ya. That's almost the end of the time machine, folks. A few more great illustrations here.
It's like the forever time machine, it feels, with that lettering. But
Sorry.
the art is great, but
Sorry
but
that's so
the-
painful for you, but I
Yeah,
love
it
this book. Some of these
Yeah, no,
books
the
are-
book is awesome, man. The art is just like on point. But the lettering, man. Ooh,
Yeah, it's disturbing me. I'm gonna have nightmares.
yeah.
I'm sorry you're so affected by bad topography.
Yeah, actually, like, I'm going to have a nightmare with Firuza Bulk talking to me, and the word balloons are going to look like this.
That's not a nightmare.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Ooh.
Farouza
Telling me
was
she's
pretty
having
hot in her
she's
day.
having my baby. Oh,
Three
there we go.
Musketeers or Moby Dick, real quick.
Three
Three
Musketeers.
Musketeers. Alexandra
Musketeers.
Dumas. Yeah, about Alexandra.
Marvel
Dumas.
Classic Comics now, number 12. Another great Gil Kane cover.
Mm-hmm. Very dynamic.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's a better cover.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. What?
Yeah, dude. And Alexandre Dumas was an official in Napoleon's army. Like
Dumas.
the guy was a badass. Yeah, Dumas.
That's what we call people as they drive by.
Dumbass.
Dumbass.
You Dumas.
Yeah, the S is
Look at that.
silent in French, but hey,
Little better typesetting here, more
yeah, a
handler.
little bit.
Yeah.
Road
Alex
d'Artagnan.
Nino. Vincent is still our
Oh,
production guy, so expect
Oh my
bad
God.
typography ahead. This
I'm
one
gonna-
I think was more cut and paste.
yeah. I'm gonna.
It's a little
hunt
bit
him
more
down.
enlarged. The line work's a little thicker.
I'm gonna hunt down Vincent Fago. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Oh,
Still, we're
Quebec.
still working with the same typeface,
yeah.
cut and
It's like the
pasting.
French.
The art is amazing.
Quebec.
Quebec.
Look at that work, though. Look at the costuming on that.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Just great stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Tabernacle.
Tabernacle. We will
Red dress.
deal with
Chris is in
swords.
the house. Hail all. Hail, Chris.
Hey,
Hey,
what's
sugar.
up, Chris? We will duel with swords to settle this matter.
Mwah.
Meet me at the camp the show at noon. That's how I'm reading it in my head, man. Like it's just good. I will be there.
The panel with him sitting in the machine, the wrinkles and the clothes are really good. Really good. Yep. I like the costuming here, Michael. Just
At the gate, D'Artagnan se propose talking to the god. Oh.
I wonder how you spell that.
What are you doing?
Would
What
you like
are you
some
doing?
onions?
Clumsy fool. You meet me at the clock behind the Luxembourg. We will do it with swords. Very
He's
well.
got a
That's
proper
really
French
fun.
nose there. Look at that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that's very French. I accept.
I accept your proposal.
The proposal.
Jesus Christ.
Ah, dude, yeah. Is this racist? Just let me know when it's too much.
This is like this.
I
The
don't
French are the
understand.
only culture you can make fun of.
Yeah.
It's-
Okay.
It can't be racist. How can it be racist?
Yeah, it's probably yes.
Yeah.
How can it be? It can't
Okay.
be.
I'm here, sir. I have asked two friends to second. Here they come.
It can be xenophobic.
A little
That's
bit.
okay.
Yeah.
It's the French. They gave
We
up.
all
Yeah,
need to get a
well,
sense
no.
of humor.
Nobody likes it.
They fart in our general direction.
Fat in your general
General
direction.
direction, and they propose like my dad. No, my mom was a hamster, and my dad smelled elderberry.
We almost have to come back to this book
yeah,
just for Pedro,
for the
and
narration.
just because we're missing the book too.
Yeah.
I haven't
My,
got the panels. I've been laughing too hard.
my wife is the queen seamstress, but more. She's
Jesus.
one of the few loyal people to whom the queen can trust. She knows the queen's secret. She knows the queen's secret. Oh, I think someone has taken her. because of the queen's secret.
I love this because not only am I looking at the fantastic pictures and seeing the hideous typography, but I'm
Yeah.
getting the full cultural aspect of it as
Exactly.
well.
Well, this is a moment of culture.
Yeah.
But who would do such a thing? Who, monsieur?
Who would
Do
do
a
such a
cardinal, of course. Who-
That guy on the
whoever
right, at the
turns
bottom
against her.
right hand side, he couldn't
Oh,
look
there you
more
go.
French if he
Well,
had
there you go.
onions around his neck, could he?
There's your spelling. I think I will talk to my friends. There you go. That's how you spell it.
Oh, we're gonna get struck.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop now.
we're
Somebody's gonna complain.
not. So they're going to
No, who
complain.
cares?
Who
Let them
cares
complain.
about- Let them
Yeah.
complain.
It's not like we're
fun.
monetized or anything.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Uh,
People out there in the universe. I'm Canadian.
You
There's
think
some
people
French
in,
there.
You
I
think
live in
people
Canada. Does
You
that
think
count?
people in France don't take the P out of Americans and English people?
Yeah, of course.
That's very true.
And not Canadians because no one cares.
No one cares.
Yeah. And
Oh,
like, you know how many
terrible.
times I've been called if I'm Mexican? Like,
Wait, you're not
Yeah.
Mexican?
I'm not. You see? People come here, they think like the same sombrero from Mexico all the way down to Argentina. And no,
That's
we
just
have
one
different kind
big
of sombrero.
sombrero. Yeah.
Yeah,
One
exactly.
big
Yeah.
sombrero.
No, we all use sombreros. They just look different.
Sombreros and ponchos. And
You still eat
No,
taco. You
there's
still
no
eat
other
tacos.
king but the cardinal. Sir, are you drunk? Oh, dude, I'm loving this book.
Well, I tell you what, it looks like Michael DeFont in the
Mhm.
in our chat.
Yeah.
That looks like a French name.
Yeah.
So maybe
Exactly.
Michael could come on.
It
And
could be Michelle
Yeah.
or Michelle.
could be Michelle DeFonte. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I have to get. He has to go.
Yes,
Yeah,
go,
that's
I've
the
had
goal.
enough.
Yeah.
You've
Mine
offended
gets
me
it. I
way
got to
too
get
many
running.
times.
I'll try to be here next week.
Yeah, he
Sorry,
can't take
Michael, if we
my
upset you.
no
We
more.
didn't.
Yeah, sorry.
Please don't
Michael.
take offense. We're just
Yeah.
having a laugh.
Yeah.
I do wish I could get a hold of more older
Oh, yeah,
Argentinian
dude.
comics. Yeah.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
I do
They-
wish
they're
you
not-
get hold of more Argentina comics.
Yeah. I
All right, now
apologize
we're
for my
struck. That was a
buffoonery,
direct
monsieur.
abuse.
It was.
Moving along.
Come
now.
back next week. We'll get
A surprise attack. Radon. Yeah.
This is one of those pages that the coloring kind of gets in the way.
Yeah, it's kind of busy.
That that fat bald guy. That's great. Look
Yeah.
at the way he's looking down on the top left panel.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
All I can see is the innkeeper shouted, "Armed guards rushed in and fed upon apples."
D'Artagnan.
I hope you have a bib on because there's a lot of spitting
Oh
going
no,
on.
dude! I have.
look
I
at
have,
that.
I have
Michael
one of those,
says-
like,
Michael
those
says
garbage
it's-
screens.
It is a French name in origin, but
Yeah,
he has
okay.
Portuguese,
Portuguese ancestry?
Yeah.
Oh,
Look at
awesome.
that
I'm
ship.
from Spain, España. Vamos, ¿cómo está? Miguel Cajón.
Fantastic pink sky right there.
Russ, have you ever drawn one of those
Drawn one of what?
ships
One of-
with
one of
like
those-
full rigging? All
Oh.
that.
I have drawn some ships in my time. Yes.
Yeah, but we're talking about fries, right?
No ships.
Chips, not chips. Okay, oh,
Not chips.
sorry.
Not chips.
Not chips.
Ships.
Have you drawn
Ships.
chips though?
Long ships. Yeah.
Was that a frigate or
Frigate.
It's a frigate? Yeah.
A Manoa or a frigate?
No, a galleon. That's a galleon.
galleon.
It's a 3-mast.
Yeah.
The passport
Ports.
signed, D'Artagnan has no more trouble in reaching London. There, he went to the Duke.
Jeez.
Michael says it is a French name.
Yeah.
Origins,
It's not-
but I have Portuguese ancestry and from,
From
Spain.
Spain. I mean, yeah, Napoleon invaded Spain and Portugal, so that makes sense.
We're all mutts.
Yeah,
We're all
Mixture
mutts.
of all
Yeah.
sorts of stuff.
All
yeah.
of us.
yeah.
That's
No
the way-
one in England.
That's what my
no
dad
fun.
always wanted. Always kept telling me. He says, "You're a mutt.
Just
If you're
just a
prejudiced
bunch of
against a
danglers.
race, you hate yourself."
Yeah.
So
Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
Yeah.
The book went to England. This is no fun.
I
my
love
English
this
accent-
guy, this bad guy with the black hair.
It's the
I
Cardinal
yeah, that's
Richelieu.
great.
Cardinal Richelieu. Yeah.
I am the villain.
I am the villain.
Ouais, ton escargot. And a Z maiden.
Just eat your poutine.
Yeah, exactly.
Just get it done.
Eat your cassoulet.
Get it in you.
Yeah.
Get it in you, mate.
Holy crap!
I like to think
This
of
is
this
great.
as a truly international
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
If we don't have representation from every country, we just
Yeah,
make it up.
exactly. Mhm, yeah, exactly. Oh. Yeah, actually, guys, I'm open for voice acting. So
Never get any
just for you
work.
to know. Yeah, just for you to know. I was wrong. I know it. But I have paid for it.
The French croissant.
Yeah.
The next Monty Python cartoon we do will keep you in
Yeah,
mind.
exactly. Yeah. Give me a ring.
Yeah. That.
Call me.
I could almost see Pedro doing a Three Musketeers showing up as
Yeah, I'll do
pops
everything.
on screen. He's D'Artagnan.
Yeah. And I'll even grow the mustache
Yeah.
from the time everything.
Will it be the mustache of intelligence?
Yeah,
There we
no,
go. Yes.
no, okay,
The
that
magical mustache. Of
that
intelligence.
looks Scottish for some reason to me. I don't know. The mustache of knowledge,
Intelligence.
of intelligence looks more Scottish to me, more so than
Yeah,
French.
possibly.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, we get like the bagpipes of wisdom, but now
The wisdom.
Flew
I'm
mullet
going to
of
take this
magnificence.
cow's stomach, attach a bunch of pipes to it, and squeeze it real hard.
Squeeze it real hard, and
It's like,
something clever will come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a bit of I see a bit of a habit going on here where this person is drawing. Who's drawing this?
It's Alex Nino again.
Is it Nino?
Yes, it is.
The profiles are a bit weird because it's almost like he's shortening the
The nose.
foreheads on the
Yeah.
profiles, and then when he turns
Oh,
the
here.
head face on, the
Mhm.
forehead is normal.
It's normal. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
focusing on the noses.
Yeah,
He
here
is.
I can see what
Yeah,
you're
it's-
saying. This
Yeah.
head is a little
But
short compared.
if you went back, see, for instance, the guy on the left-hand page in panel 2, it's done the same thing.
I love what he's doing, like with the atmospheric perspective with the horse. Like the silhouette seems to be like being eaten out by light, so you get like little spaces. Like I like that a lot. I have to get out of the accent to say
I
that.
just really admire his
That hurt.
inking prowess.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
to me, that's phenomenal.
Yeah, dude.
Although
This
that
one
poor
is-
horse looks like he's having trouble holding him up in that
Yeah,
panel.
the art
on
is
right-hand
amazing.
page.
The art is amazing. The accent is killing me. That's just not, but the art is amazing.
Your throat will never be the same.
The great Lord, Gregor de Flordery, you were branded. Yeah, look at that.
You have phlegm for months.
Wretch, you know my secret. You shall die.
Architecture.
dear.
French.
Tattoo.
Yeah, there's a Flordery.
Who thought that was a good idea, eh?
You are
D'Artagnan-
branded.
On the panel
paint.
1, 2, 3 on the left-hand page,
Mm-hmm.
and where where they've got D'Artagnan
Uh-huh.
at the top there, the space. Look at the spacing.
Yeah.
Like at the bottom of
Here?
the panel.
Yeah.
At the bottom of the word bubble. That's just
Yeah.
like, it's hideous.
That's
Yeah.
Vincent. Vincent,
It's-
the production guy, full of work here.
Yeah.
It's slipping all over the place.
Well, I
Yeah,
hope he was fired.
That's
God.
Fago. That's Fago's fault.
Who's a okay? never mind.
Yeah, let's.
It's actually a pen. It's actually a pen non de plume. You know, pen name.
Fago. Yeah. Yeah.
We're at
it's
2
actually
hours,
Ronald
man.
Reagan.
Yeah.
We're over 2 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We're at 2 hours.
We were
Yeah,
having
I-
so
fun.
much.
We're having
I
fun
have a
talking
headache
French.
now.
So here we
Yeah, I
are.
have a headache. So, whew.
We'll zip through this. We're almost done with it anyway.
The wine was poisoned, milady.
Yeah, exactly.
Milady?
Turned into
Milady?
Thunderbirds.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, milady.
we
Oh,
sent
yeah.
you no wine.
Would you like me to get the guns out, milady?
Sheesh.
Cardinal
Yeah,
speaks to someone in the
she-
room above.
The cock did not speak to someone in the room
It's
above.
obviously separated by a large floor there.
Yeah, it's good
Quite
French
the thick
stone there.
Oh, there's a
Whoa.
cat.
Looks like
Somebody's
it's a French
cat.
cat. It's a
Is that
French
you,
cat.
Whiskey?
My fiance is holding the cat up to my
The French
to the
cat?
microphone.
There we
Poor
are.
Yeah.
cat.
It's a French cat.
It's a French cat.
He
It's a
says,
French-
"Le meow,
Les mew.
Yeah,
Les
mew.
purr.
le peur,
Pepe Le Pew and the cat.
le pied." Yeah, exactly. Le pied.
Les Mew. Les
Les
Mew.
mew.
Le mew.
Funny.
Les me too.
Ah, great
Le
stuff.
métier. Oh my god, this is awesome. Obviously, we are having breakfast. Please wait till we have finished. That's a very French line.
It's a very French thing. I would like to save the world, but I have to eat my lunch first.
Lunch fast. We're having baguette.
What have you got in your lunch? Cheese.
Cheese.
Great.
What else do you eat for
Baguette.
lunch?
Obviously.
More pink sky.
Obviously. It's
Pink
France.
clouds. Yeah.
Even the skies in France must be pink.
Beautiful, isn't it? Look the way they put those rocks in that left panel there.
Yeah.
The way
kinda
to put them
distracting.
together.
Damn.
Mhm.
Those are just great.
Yeah. Oh, look at that mustachio, man.
Slithering there is phenomenal.
You gotta love the style of those times.
Yeah.
Put your arms around my neck and fear nothing.
It says a French cat. It thinks it's better than everyone else and runs as soon as someone opens the door.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happens.
And gives you looks of disdain, like let me.
This cat, what she'll do is you're hanging on the couch, or she'll hang on the couch, right? And you'll walk by, and she'll stick her arm out and just save the spot.
Oh, like
so she's a German cat.
Yeah, just my spot. Well, not arm, but paw.
She'll leave a towel on it.
She's looking for loving.
Is that a thing in the?
It's a thing in Europe. Yeah, like whenever anybody goes on holiday to Europe, the Germans are always the ones that leave their towels on the sunbeds.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Not happy with invading countries.
I don't know.
They take sunbeds as well.
Yeah, the thing when Germans come down here, they get inebriated so fast. They're a lot of fun. Yeah, they're a lot of fun.
What sort of beer do you have there?
Well, this is rum country. So they come down here and start drinking the rum, and very festive.
Their alcohol resistance is low.
Well, unless it's beer or schnapps.
Yeah, Oktoberfest. Yeah. It's a pale ale.
It's not lower than the Japanese. Those guys get hammered like really fast.
Oh, well, mate, sake. Sake's one of those drinks. It's like, when you have a drink and the first one you take is like, oh, wow, that was strong. And by the time you've had a few, it starts getting smoother, doesn't it?
Hey,
Sake's completely the other way around. You drink sake and you think, oh, this is lovely and smooth. And by the time you've had the fifth one, you go, oh, God. And then when you get up, you've got no legs.
Yeah, you're supposed to not have 5. That's the thing.
Yeah, I know you're not supposed to.
Yeah, you're not supposed to have 5.
Chris says I was worried where Russ was going with that German reference. So
you should be.
There's no need to worry about it.
Always be worried.
Done? Yeah, I think it's weapons free.
The cake is a lie.
It's weapons free. It's 3-0. 2 World Wars and a World Cup, mate. I'll do it for me.
Yeah, exactly.
It's weapons free.
Oh no!
Seriously, people need to lighten up. Do you know? People need to just
lighten up a bit. Yeah,
lighten up.
It's all good fun. Oh, look at that panel, man!
The Germans.
The German.
I forgive you, that Nice.
Everyone in Europe should just watch Hello Hello, the English version at least once.
It's not even like just the World Wars. You got the Saxons too.
We've been invaded so many times, and everyone's invaded everyone else. We're all full of each other's DNA. Giggity.
Giggity. All for one, one for all. That's
Yeah, I heard that before. Yeah.
What?
All for one, one for all.
Yeah,
the end.
That sounds familiar.
3 more fine illustrated adaptions now available in the Marvel Classic series.
Classic.
Red Badge of Courage, Dracula, and Mysterious Island.
I would like to see. Has anyone adapted like the Scarlet Pimpernel?
Yeah, couple times.
Yeah. Oh, Dracula, straight into Dracula, but let's have the Marvel version of Dracula. That's fantastic.
How about the Scarlet Pumpernickel?
The Scarlet Pumpernickel. I don't think there's probably been a Looney Tunes book done on it.
Pumpernickel.
Yeah,
the Scarlet Pumpernickel.
Yeah, dude.
Pumpernickel. I love that cartoon.
Yeah, dude,
that's in Duck Amuck.
Yeah,
the cartoon. Looney Tunes Duck Amuck.
Sugar's saying don't mention the war. Well, I didn't. You started it. No, it didn't. The Germans did.
Mention the war. Pedro, tell folks how they can find you.
Hey, okay, let me get in camera. You guys can find me on the Twitters. If you be so kind to share my screen, give me just 1 second. Getting ready. I got the mailing list ready for Waifus and Kaijus, my new project. If you like Shogun Warriors, this is going to be a book just around that same alley. Lots of mechs, lots of kaijus, lots of fun. So be on the lookout.
Add that to the screen there.
Yeah, and it's all about representation. We have mechs from India, mechs from Ireland, mechs from Japan, mechs from Korea, mechs from Spain, and the U.S. gets double represented because it's the U.S. and you guys are into doing things twice.
I don't
So,
see any Canadians. Where's the poutine?
oh, the Canadian neck is it's in the works. It's in the works. But the thing's like I mean, that my first draft looked like Fidel Castro. So I'm making a new one. Yeah.
You have to have Powers of Poutine in there somewhere.
Yeah, no. I'm calling it Moose Jaw Saskatchewan, and it's like a frontiersman mech. But I have to make like fur mechanical. So yeah, it's taking a bit of, but it's like a frontiers guy like Paul Bunyan, but with a mech, and it's written by Lumberjack.
I can just see the exorcism. The power of poutine compels you.
Oh, poutine compels you. Yeah. And they're fighting. This is the big bad. This is a reveal on Sunday Funnies. This is the big bad, Lord Surtsek.
Look at that,
Lord Dirtbag. Is that what you call it?
Surtsek. That's a stomach medicine down here.
What's all the eggs?
Yeah. Oh, the eggs is the things like the technology he uses will interpret the DNA of your world and turn it against you. So this is like the interpretation of a horse, the interpretation of an eagle.
Yeah.
So he will send these
proto-culture-esque.
Mm-hmm.
Like nice. Ross Saga stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, this is Lord Surtsek. So be on the lookout. Waifus and Kaiju is coming away. It's the writer has gone insane. So it's gonna be like 130 pages of full action.
Cool.
Awesome.
So I have a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, join the mailing list. I don't have the link for the mailing list. I'm a monkey, but yeah, be on the lookout for the mailing list. You can find
is that the list. The list name is I'm a Monkey.
No.
Oh,
I don't have the link for it at hand. I'm a monkey. Speaking of which, Spank the Monkey by Randy Zimmerman. Get it too. Coming your way. Yeah, dude. Like so many great books.
Coming out of obscurity. Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Coming out of obscurity by Randy Zimmerman.
Whiskey,
that's awesome.
Whiskey, tell folks where they can find. Did you have any more to say, Pedro?
No, that's all right. I've been chatty today. It's the French in me that's just. Whiskey,
tell folks how they can find you.
All right, you can find me on the old Twitter there, now called X, I guess, and then there's my project I'm working on here.
Full name X, I guess.
Yeah, X, I guess, and I'm working on this. I do 3D art and 3D models and action figures and miniatures and all that stuff. I'm working on a tabletop game forever. It's still in development called Banner, Steed, and Lance. And then I'm also working on a comic book in the same universe called Driftwood, and you can see some of the art there. A little sneak preview. There you
are. Yes.
It's basically zombies and undead necromancers, high fantasy, and here's some of one of the characters in the book there, Count Dantes. So there's him again, and it should be lots of fun. Right there.
That's good. Right.
Yeah. Russ, tell folks how they can find you.
Yeah. Excuse me. You can find me at russleach.com. I've got an email list there you can sign up for if you want to see what's coming up soon, which I've got a little bit to show today. Or you can pick up Only Death Can Save Us from there. Find out when I'm next on mainstream stuff like Doctor Who and what have you.
Look at that.
You can get to my social medias there. There's a new piece of artwork up every day on Instagram, and you can find all of that at russleach.com.
Sweet.
So there's the latest page up. There you go. Bit of a fight scene going on. Rah, rah, rah.
There we are.
There you go.
Fantastic. And folks, I've been your host, Randy Zimmerman. You can find me over at aerocomics.store if you want to see some of the stuff that I've done. Like HeroBot Zero. He said making a far reach, hoping that it doesn't spill everything over. HeroBot Zero, 3-foot tall giant robot as he defends his city from large monsters and other menaces, as long as he does it on the clock. We've got Revolt. It's an anthology book. Glenn's got a story in it. I've got a couple stories in it. Some great reading. HeroBot Zero 2 is also available over there, as is Calico of Shard, which is a fantasy book with artwork by C. Michael Lanning, characters that I created that Michael drew up, and Paragon, which is a great superhero story with a twist done by myself with artwork by J.R. Harris, over on funmycomic.com right now for a very, very short, limited time still. The Fool is available over there for you to purchase and enjoy. That'll be available over at the Arrow Comics store as soon as the initial campaign has been fulfilled. There's the cover for that. It's a guy who dresses up in a ragtag outfit, fights urban street crime with the help of practical weapons and a dumb sense of luck. And anybody he ties up for the authorities, he takes a section of their clothing as a trophy and then incorporates it into his action duds. I like to refer to him as the rodeo clown of justice. There's the inside front cover in the first page for that. Real happy with the way that turned out. Looks excellent. The book is done. The campaign's being fulfilled now and should be out to just about everybody here pretty quick. So other than that, you can also find Out of Obscurity, which is a collection of public domain stories or stories featuring public domain characters done by a wide variety of talent. It's available over at funmycomic.com, and it's hosted and narrated by a little cartoon monkey of mine named Spank. So very happy with that. We have reached our funding goals, which means that I get to do another little short story in it that will feature the Golden Age Daredevil and Silver Streak. I can't wait to do. It's been sitting in my head for years now. I just need to sit down and lay it all out and get it done. So look forward to that. Other than that, folks, we're back next Friday morning where we'll cover some other great sequential art, Comics by Night, 5 a.m. Fridays. So go over there, and we are archived over at the Indie Comics Network and a few other platforms, Comic Book Black Belt and the Randy Zim YouTube channel as well. If you haven't subscribed or hit the bell for notifications over at the Indie Comics Network, please go over there and do that. Next week, here on Sunday Funnies at 9 a.m., we probably won't be reviewing comics, but I have a little something to tie in with our last 3 weeks worth of oddball Marvel material, and that is what they call the Marvel Vault.
Wow.
Which is kind of a museum in one book going through the history of Marvel and different key things and elements. It's a great book if you want to learn about the history of Marvel Comics, and it's well worth your time to stop by next week as we go through the Marvel Vault. And if we have time, and
I think we'll be stuck on that for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We might be. If I have time, I have another book as well that has a lot of their real early merchandising done, especially a set of stickers that I remember as a youth that Stan Lee went through and did word balloons on. Very famous little bits of Marvel clip art that they sold as stickers for quite a while. It was a lot of fun. But the Marvel Vault next week. Hope you come back for that here at the Sunday Funnies. Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Appreciate everybody being here today. Glenn, I hope you decide to, I hope your break is a successful one and that you come back soon. And we'll see everybody next time. Don't mention the war. Red dress, Chris says. Want everybody to take care. Any last words? Make sure you buy alternative and independent comics, especially ours. There's so much great comic stuff out there. We've spent 3 weeks covering really oddball Marvel books, and I barely scratched the surface of the pile of books that I wanted to show off. So we will do that again sometime real soon. There's also DC, there's underground books. There's been so much great sequential artwork out there. Don't let the modern stuff, if the modern stuff puts a bad taste in your mouth, always go back and look at the great old stuff and remind yourself how fantastic this art form is. This is the stuff that inspires us. This is the stuff that makes us stay in this business and keep working. And we want to try to do better. And please try to keep this industry or put this industry in better shape than what you found it.
If you're hating, you ain't creating. All right.
So true. Lord knows there's so much that we can improve on this art form, and it's all up to us to do it because we're the ones.
Be nice and get out there and make things.
Yep.
Yeah. And just remember, folks.
Yeah. He's got it there. Whiskies, that's quite sexy.
If the women can't find you handy, at least they can. Or if women can't find you handsome, at least they can find you handy. Yes. And remember, we're all pulling for you. Keep your stick on the ice.
That we are.
That's it, folks. We're done. We're out of here. Goodbye.
We'll see you soon, folks.
That was awesome. Woo!
Women can't find you handsome. At least they
Keep
can
your
find you
stick on
handy. Remember, keep your stick on the ice.
And who's your favorite Marvel Comics hero? Mine is Superman. Remember the motto? With great power comes great responsibility.
Yes.
That's great.
Have a question or comment for us to address on the show? Have a topic you want us to talk about? Email us at indiecomicsnetwork@gmail.com. Want your comics to arrive in pristine condition? Head over to GeminiComicSupply.com and save 10% on your next Gemini mailer order or anything in the Gemini Comic Supply store. Use coupon code RAGIN10. That's RA.
Bye, Jack.
We really shook the pillars of heaven, didn't we, Wayne?
No horseshit, Jack.
No horseshit.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit?